No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me. The most loose and free. I'm dancing to my dreams. Bursting at the seams. I'm feeling groove-alicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am.
All right, here we are. We are live. Day 2 of the Groove.ai Groovathon. Welcome, everybody. We're going to be going from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., 3 hours today. And we have a special guest, Dan Feliciano, who has gotten a preview copy of Groove.ai. And he's going to be joining us at 1 o'clock to take us through the last hour. We will be showing Groove.ai some different use cases for it. I see Simon Leung on the team is letting everybody know we're starting. Donna's in there as well. She's behind the glass here with David Lemon. And we are in the Grooveplex studio. Let me give you a sneak little peek over here, if I can, of some stuff that's going on here today. Let's see. Do we have a third camera? Let's see. Let's add a third camera. That would be the Samsung Slim Fit Cam. Okay. And let's cut to this one here. So back there, you can see some workers finally putting the finishing touches on things here for the studio. So soon, let's get back to here. Soon we're going to be streaming from some areas in the studio. This is just my location, my office here, which looks very much like my home office used to here. I'm excited today. Tomorrow, again, we have a special guest as well. Felicia Pagish is going to be joining us. We have special guests Thursday and Friday. We're working on some special guests. I have some people that are responding to me in text, and they know what I'm up to. Some of these people are very, very busy, but we're going to be trying to get them. I might be doing some AI news today. Okay, I will push another set of updates later today. I'll let you know. So I asked Artie if we had any new updates. There were some updates that were pushed to Groove.ai today. And we're going to be pushing some updates again later. He'll let me know. He's reviewing them right now. Again, most of them are just polishes and bug fixes. But let me let you know something that is coming new. So, by the way, I'm running around like a chicken without a head here, helping the the guys in the studio. I had to run to the bank and get something notified. I popped on 13 seconds before we got on. So let me get my screen shared. Okay. Oh, I've got. Let's see here. We're going to move this out of the way so we don't get that silly problem. And let me get my Skype messages over here so I can communicate with my team. And let's share that screen. We want to present, share screen. We'll do the entire screen. There we go. Okay. So we're seeing now the full dashboard. We're going to add that for you guys here. add that to the stream with my little face right there. Okay, you know what's interesting is if I share this screen over here, and it looks like I'm looking, I might do that later today. Right now, I'm going to stay like this, staring at you guys. Okay, so one of the things that I went over with the developer yesterday, which is pretty exciting. We'll do some work in here as well. Let's just see. Let's create a new project. Let's delete this. We don't need this here today. And we're just going to call this one day 2. But one of the things that we did show you yesterday is that I just have to select my AI service for today. Let's do 3.5 so it demos quicker. Let's get rid of this browser here. That was from yesterday. And okay, let's drag that here. We're going to need that today. Sorry, guys. Don't need this. Usually I get all of this set before we get started. All right, so there's a couple of things that we didn't go over yesterday, and that is some of the things that need reference prompts, right? So if we are to select our generation, X and millennial entrepreneur technophobes, right? Or let's do the those are the digital marketers, right? And of course, normal means it's just a normal ChatGPT output. And then we can even add some frameworks here with the normal, right? We could go into full ChatGPT mode and shut these things off here like that. And then let's talk about things that only need a topic, right? They don't need any reference documents. And what I'm going to do by that, I'll show you in just a minute. So if we're writing a blog post, right? And well, let's say we don't need these things just to make it go quicker. Let's just do a how-to post, right? And for the sake of this, I'm not going to put in, much of the styles and stuff, or even the outputs here. We'll optimize just for SEO. But what I mean by just putting a topic in here is, as we say, this is the recipe, right, for your chicken pad thai. Now you just need the protein. What is it? Shrimp. You want shrimp pad thai, chicken pad thai, beef pad thai, tofu, egg, etc. So here we just have to put the topic. I'm going to show you in a second others where you actually have to give it a reference prompt. So if we're going to be giving it a topic, let's get for a how-to post. Let's say connect a domain from GoDaddy to Groove Funnels. We used to be called Groove Funnels, and their training only went up to about November of 2021. So they know us, the language model knows us better as Groove Funnels than it does Groove.cm, but it knows a little bit about Groove.cm. So how to connect a domain from GoDaddy to Groove. So we're asking it to make a how-to blog post. Okay, and so when we hit this here, we're actually getting our directions. This is the how-to. Sign into your GoDaddy account, etc., etc. And so that means here that in these formats, we have 2 different types of things that you can do. One is what we call an output type, right? You want some output of content. This is a content style post. What else is a content style post? An email, right? We could do the same thing here. Let's just open up another chat right here. Go to this, and we're gonna go and write an email. We'll include the subject line. Let's choose a framework for this, problem solution, and we're gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna grab this this here, and we'll do this in an SEO style as well, and we're gonna say connect here. And again, this is identical to a blog post, but in this, the context is that the content is for an email. Okay, so now let's take a look at some things that just a topic is not going to help. Okay, so let's click on new chat. So if I go here and I do headline, right, we're going to optimize that for direct response. Let's choose a framework. Let's choose the achieve exceptional results in X amount of time, right? Let's keep this short. Well, the headline, this is going to change. This is going to be a slider, and the slider is going to be like, how many headline ideas do you want? And it's going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one will be 10, just so you know. So some of these things like bullets, headline, subject lines are going to be turning into a slider so that you could get more outputs. So this actually doesn't apply right here. So you'll notice right here, and I'm not going to write it. If I was to write in, the same thing that we had here before, connect a domain from GoDaddy to GrooveFunnels, that's more of like a prompt that you want when you're creating content. What we really want right now is we want contextual information so that it can come up with a headline. What are other things that it needs contextual information from? Well, you have headline, a subject line. It needs to know the email, so you can't just necessarily give a topic. It's better if it knows the email. And here are some other things. If you're going to check for grammar, or translate something, or rewrite something, those things need context. You can't just say, Trello or Groove or something like that. You can't just put a topic. Bullets, you can certainly give a topic. E-commerce, right? If you wanted to get a product description, this actually would need some context. So you might want to paste some information about your product and get some context. So we're going to be separating these, okay, from content ones to actual ones that need reference documents, right? So let's create something that needs a reference document. That's a headline. So what I'm going to do right here, this is some information that I have from Groove Agency, and it's what motivated me to start my business. We were using this yesterday, so I'm just going to go and take about half of this because I don't think it can handle the whole document. I think it's a little bit too much text for one prompt, but we'll go about halfway down. And so now you'll simply put in some reference information, and it should create a headline for this. So we're going to just, for this particular target audience under this preset, and the format is a headline that says achieve exceptional results in X amount of time. We'll put that on direct response. I've never tested this before with a reference document. So this is the first for me to see if we need to tweak this or if it works perfectly. Okay, so now that's not a headline. And as I said, folks, remember we're watching a preview demo of this. So I want to find out what it actually, I wish I was able to, like in admin mode, see the actual prompt that's being sent back there. So this might need a little bit more of tweaking on our end on the prompt. So let's just see if I just say, write a good headline. Let's go one more time, start again, and say, write a good headline for this. This reference document, I'm just going to put double brackets. I'll make my screen a little bit bigger for you. All right. And now with this, it should be able to get us that. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so our prompt back there is not being clear enough on telling it what to do, that the output should be just a headline. It seems that, let's see what it did here. Oh, well, that's the reference document. The previous one, I wish Artie was watching this. I want to let him know that I can't grab this scroll bar. So Donna, can you make a note for me there that I can't grab this scroll bar because this, as soon as you hover over this, this becomes a slider like this. And so I can only scroll like this. All right. So it seems that that we weren't explicit that we only wanted a headline. The previous one gave us the formula. It gave us the headline. Here it is. Unlock your digital marketing potential. Achieve exceptional results in just weeks. So that's achieve exceptional results, regardless of your tech knowledge or previous attempts at selling information. So it gave us the headline here, but we need to be a little bit more explicit and say only a headline. So since we weren't explicit, it actually just gave us more content along the way and wrote a little mini sales letter. When I gave it explicit instructions, which we're going to have to embed into the prompt, we're seeing here, write a good headline for this reference document. Then it said, revolutionize your business and boost your sales with Groove Agency's all-in-one solution. But I do notice that it didn't use the framework. All right. So I'm going to just try, I'm going to click here and say use urgency. I want to see even if that's being passed. But 3 more headlines, please. Okay. Unlock your business potential and achieve exceptional results in record time. That one works perfectly with the framework. Say goodbye to tech overwhelm and hello to success. Groove Agency empowers digital marketers. Maximize your revenue and streamline your marketing efforts with Groove Agency's game-changing platform, the ultimate solution. It seems like the urgency tag isn't going over and say use urgency, because it would say something like limited spots, or that's scarcity. Sign up today would be more urgency. All right, so I'm just going to take a little note of this so we can have our daily discussion with the developing team. This is my little reminder. But what I want to show you is how this workflow is going to just change slightly for you for the reference document. So what you're noticing, folks, when I paste in all that type of text like this, all of this text, it makes it very difficult to, Donna, let him know also this scroll bar doesn't work. You can't grab.
Artie's actually watching, so.
Oh, he is. Okay, great. Oh, okay. Cool. So thanks, Artie. You're noticing, Artie, I can't use the scroll bar here by clicking anywhere in here. I can only use my mouse wheel, which is fine. So guys, what we're doing with this is the reference document or anything that you paste, we're going to model what you see here in something like Claude that we showed you yesterday. And folks, I'm assuming that everybody here was here yesterday. If not, I'll do a quick little walkthrough of Groove.ai, for you all. But one of the things that we like here with Claude is that if you type in, which is a competitor to ChatGPT, we're talking about their interface, and we like with the interface. So I can say something like this: write a good headline for this. But you'll notice as soon as I paste a lot of information, anything larger than a paragraph, it instantly converts it to a contextual document to use, and it separates this is the prompt and this is contextual document. So when we click here, it's processing, it's spinning this right here, and it gives us a good suggested headline. Now I'm going to show you another way that we're going to be able to, oh, you see, look at this. Oh, this is explaining the headline, why it's a good headline. So it's saying the key elements highlighted in this headline, and it goes on to give you a little bit more information. So that's one example of how you can, let's refresh this. You can start a new chat. You can take any information and paste it, a lot of information. And if you wanted to see like how much information I just pasted there, if I drag this document here and paste, I pasted all of this information here like that. Okay. And that is nice because it allows us to separate that from the prompt. There's another way that we could do it as well. And you can go to your Windows Finder or your Mac Finder, and you can actually find, let's go to our downloads, I believe, and you can drag something in as well, just like this. And now just give it a prompt. So what we're going to be doing for Groove.ai, for all of these things that need contextual information, such as a headline, right? Like we need to know the copy so that we could come up with a good headline. You need to know the email so that it could come up with different emails for you. You need to know what's the reference document that you want to translate, or check the grammar, or check for plagiarism. Again, I'm not sure That's something legacy that might have came into the interface. We have to see if there's an API where we could actually check that. Obviously, rewriting something, right? But bullets is just a topic. You say, give me bullets for Trello. Write a short sales letter for Trello, right? But having an email or content is going to be better to paste a reference document to get multiple headlines. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to add something just like you see here in Anthropic. We're going to add like a little paperclip right here, so that you'll be able to add a file, right? Just by finding it. You'll be able to paste like this, or you'll be able to drag like this. Okay, so we're adding that same ability right here for you to add any reference document. You'll see that right here. Any reference document that's needed for a particular item. So yeah, if Artie's watching, Artie, I think what it's going to be, it'll probably be good that we separate some of the contents from like a section right here that would say needs reference documents or something like that, and then anything over here when you choose. Obviously not an interview, but you would choose something like a headline. Then we would know, maybe we'll put a little bouncing icon right here that lets the people know that we're waiting for the reference document. All right.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Maybe you can zoom in a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just my tired eyes this morning, but everything seems very, very small. And since we're not really using the right half of the screen where you're dropping things, maybe we can make the other part a little bigger, just for me. No one's complaining about it but me.
Yeah, it's really, really big on my screen. I think it's the fact that my picture is there, and it's so maybe we'll take me out. Like if I go like this, to me it renders it pretty much useless for me in terms of like seeing it on my screen. So if I go like this, and we're also optimizing all of this dead white space. We're going to be seeing a push coming. Hopefully, during these live demos this week, but definitely when you guys get access to it. The other thing I can do, Donna, I don't know if this helps. I can go to the chat only. Does that help? I removed the document section over here. You're muted, Donna. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, so I was playing with the layout too. If I put you on the right, the chat only, it does help a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So sometimes maybe when we're not actually moving anything over here like this, to the document.
Thanks.
There we go. And that's a little bug there that we noticed, that it's trying to do like a little autosave and sending to the server. So sometimes the paste disappears. So we noted that yesterday as well. All right. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that's a quick little update on a meeting that we had yesterday. I'm kind of starting this almost as if it's a part 2, of yesterday's training. But I let me just ask some people here in the chat. Do me a favor, put a yes in the chat if you were here for yesterday's demo, and put a no in the chat if you were not here for yesterday's demo. Either way, if a lot of people weren't, I'll do a little bit more of a full demo of the platform, and if not, I'll do more like a quicker demo. All right, so Danny Swanger says no. Facebook user says yes. Some of you guys don't have your names, depending where you come. So Todd Martin says no. Rocket Growth says yes. Jody, yes. I'm not going to read the names. Yes, 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 yes. No, yes, yes, no. All right. So about, I would say 80% of you actually saw the demo yesterday. Some of you are here for the first time. So let's do a quick little overview of Groove.ai for those of you that are just joining. And do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to put another response to that again. This time, put a yes if you saw it yesterday, and then say backer if you're a backer, and then say if you're not a backer, say yes, saw the demo yesterday, not a backer. And then if you can, say no, didn't see the demo, not a backer, or no, didn't see the demo, yes, I am a backer. So I'd like to know both if you saw the demo yesterday or not, and if you're a backer or not. While you type that, let me just take a little look here. Donna, if you can, just let Fernando from Brazil, let him know that we're on a live stream here. He's I don't want him to think I'm rude. Okay. All righty. So let's see what you guys are saying here now. So Rosalind says, yes, saw it yesterday, backer. Yes, backer. Yes, backer. Backer, no and no. So Earl Smith is not a backer. And he has not seen the demo. Yes, backer and white label. Yes, backer. Yes, backer. Yes, backer. No, didn't see it. Okay, so many of you are backers just didn't get to see the demo. So let's do that. Let's start from the beginning again. So first thing that we want to preference is that what you're getting access to, if you're a backer, on September 5th, we're going to be releasing 1,250 backers a day for 4 days. So September 5th, September 6th, September 7th, September 8th. That is, and I'll just put my face on here just for now. September 4th is Labor Day. And, most of our team is off. So we don't want to release it Friday either. Because if we release it Friday, it might get released late Friday, which is September 1st. And then the entire team is off for Labor Day weekend. And we want all eyes on this when we start releasing. So we're going to go through September 1st, all the way through September 4th, which is Labor Day weekend. On September 5th, if you're a backer, keep your fingers crossed, you might get access on that day. You will definitely get access by Friday, September 8th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're releasing 1,250 accounts per day. So you'll be seeing people in the Facebook group saying, oh my God, I just got mine. I just got access to Groove.ai. And everybody else will be, I checked my email, I didn't get it. Oh, I just got it. So we've seen that happen before when we first released Groove pages. So that's what I want to let you know. What are you going to be getting access to? You're going to be getting access to what we're referring to as early access beta. As we said, the rest of the world, we'll have to wait till somewhere around January 1st until unless we feel that it's, it's better. But the problem is when you're selling something for $99 a month or $299 a month or $499 a month. And by the way, what's going to sell for $499 a month is what you as a backer are getting for just 4 easy payments of $250. So if you're not a backer, go to Groove.ai right now, and you will see right here at the bottom of the page. Let's refresh this. You will see here that you can click on this underneath complete purchase. We have this little hidden thing that says looking for happy hour. You could click that at any time and see our lower payment plan of 4 payments of $250. However, believe it or not, 70% of you are just saying, hey, I want to save the $100. I don't want to have any problems finding out my last payment didn't go through because I had an overdraft in my checking account. I don't want any problems. I'm going to save $100. I'm all in. I'm going to pay the $897. I'll never pay anything again after that for Groove.ai. Some of you are taking the 2 payments of $497. And again, you have the option for this little happy hour thing that we say. But we're just going to open that up right now in the live stream for you. 4 payments of $250, you could get that. So whatever works for your budget. And then, of course, at the checkout, we're going to talk later about the white label option. But if you're checking out now and you have any questions about that, there's an FAQ that pretty much answers every question you might have about the white label. Basically, in a nutshell, the software Groove.ai, you can get your own brand, partner with us 50-50. It's going to run on your own domain. We handle the billing. We pay you monthly. We handle all of the development, the support. We build your website for you, your marketing funnels. We build your videos for you and everything. And all you've got to do is go out and act like you own a software company. And the average price plan that will be paid, we're estimating between the $99, $299, and $499 will be about $200 per customer. And that means that we split that 50-50. So that means you're going to be making about $100 per customer. 100 customers paying you $100. That part you don't split because that's the 100 goes to you after we split the 200. So if you're getting 100 people where you net $100, that's 10 grand a month, 120,000 a year. That's a business that you could sell if you ever wanted to. I wouldn't, but you could sell that for a 3 to 4x multiple. So that means you can sell between $350,000 and $450,000, or it's an asset that makes your net worth that. Okay. And when you have a business, you can wrap an LLC around it, and that can allow you to get business credit, business funding. You can clearly add that to your current Inc. or LLC or international company, or start a new company for it. The white label comes out in January. Therefore, if you click on this, you'll see there's no payment for the first 5 months. And then you only start paying $497 in January when we release the white label. You do need to be a backer to have the white label. We're only going to be producing 1,000 of the white labels. We're already at 300, and we're only 5 days in. I will verify that. Sign in here. All right, let's see. We're in demo mode, so that's good. That means we're not showing customers' names. We hide them out for protection. Let's see. Right now, because last time we did it was this time yesterday. And we started selling on Wednesday last week, so it's been a week. We're going to sell unlimited number of backers, but all right. So we're creeping up. We're past 25% of the way through. We were at 246 yesterday at this time. We're at 280 white labels, and we stop at 1,000. We want you guys to have limited competition. It's not 1,000 sold. It's 1,000 active people paying us the $497. If somebody stops paying, obviously we'll open up more slots for people. So there you go. 280 people already, and the launch goes until the 31st. It goes until I believe a week from Thursday. All right, and so if you ever have seen a launch, if you're looking at my picture right now, the sales, I'm going to do it backwards, I think, for you. The sales go like this. So right here, we've already sold nearly, a third or 30%. We're coming up to by the end of this live stream today. And by later today, by tonight, we'll probably be at 40%. We'll probably be somewhere around 400, which means we're going to be 40% of the way through for the white label. So I can't stress enough. Click on this. You're not going to get, when you're at checkout, you're not going to get charged anything additional to have your own white label. You can find out all the information you need about it here. We'll dive much deeper into it later today and read all of those Q&As. And if you decide that, hey, I don't think I want to, have a partnership with my own white label and have my own AI company, no problem. You would just cancel it, but it's not going to cost you anything to check that box. So we highly recommend it. But I do also want to say, make sure you're somebody that's diving deep, like you're serious about being an entrepreneur, and you have the $497 a month to start billing in January, and you'll need at least 5 customers to break even. At 10, you'll be making $500 a month. Okay, is that correct? Yeah, at 10, you'll be making $500 a month, and let's just see here. 10, you'll be making 1,000, right? That's why my brain went crazy. But it cost you $497. So with 10 people, you'll be making a net profit of $500 a month. All right. So again, if you're just starting out and don't get caught up in the hype, just buy Groove.ai for your own use. But if you're pretty sure that you can attract people to this and you're excited about having your own business, then we'd love to have you as a partner. Okay. And I just want to say the reason why I'm really hedging that is I'm looking for partners that are actually going to go out and sell this, because I don't want to just make the money on the $497. That's just a qualifier to get a serious partner, because we're limiting it to 1,000. So I want people to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm looking to get partners, but I'm hoping you get 100 partners, because that's going to make us 10 grand a month and you 10 grand a month. Okay. We're not doing this for the $497. This is a way for you to get a branded affiliate program. We did it with Groove Copy Pro. We did it with Groove Designer Pro. Those aren't our products. If you haven't seen, Click Designs is the actual product, and our product that we white labeled from someone else, Groove Designer Pro, is simply a clone of that product. Okay, you'll see they're nearly identical when we look at them, and so the way to see that is when you click Login. It's the identical login servers. Literally, it's loading up their page, a Click Designs, and it just adds our information here. If I log in, it's the same user interface on the inside. I don't know if my account is, my password is up to date. If my team changed that password, we'll find out. Okay, login was a success. So let's do that over here. I'm trying to prove a point here. Oh, copy when you click copy. Okay. Oh, they finally fixed this. It seems that you're a Groove Designer Pro user and it's telling us to go here. They used to not do that. They used to let you log in. But as you can see, just the fact that it says that right here shows you that this is a white label of that platform. And so I don't develop this at all, right? I don't do anything for this. Literally, when you go into my actual app that we design, you're going to see that we advertise a banner here for the Marketers Cruise, for Kevin Strite's program. There it is, Groove Designer Pro. And by putting this here, and if I were to quickly just log out, and then we're going to just, there's the Grooveplex Studios. If people want to do their live events here at our studio, their workshops, there's our affiliate program, Grooveplex Studio. There it is, Groove Designer Pro. We rotate ads here as well, and in our emails that we send to you guys as well. And so I believe when somebody signs up for Groove, I believe thank you page, when someone signs up, we tell them right here, hey, also check this out. Now, do you know that Mo sends me, and I don't promote this anywhere. I think we put it in here, one more place. Let's log in. I think there's one more little place where we advertise it. And that's right here in the menu, Groove Designer Pro. And when you click that, it goes here. All right. So simply by me using our company influence, we get a check from Mo, from Click Designs, right, from his company for about $12,000 a month, and we don't do anything. And we have another software that we could tell our people, and like, oh, Groove has this great designer tool for us as well. So that's essentially how a white label works, guys, is you buy the domain. He provided me with this website. He even provided me with this video that has my logo here. Now, we're going to provide you a generic one. He actually didn't provide me the video. He provided me with the video that allowed me to add the logo here. And so when you get inside the app, hard to see, but let's go back a little bit. That's our logo up there in the video. We're going to be providing you similar assets as well. So so that's everything you need to know about the white label and why you want to get access. If you do need to know more, again, as I said in the FAQ at the bottom of the Groove.ai webpage, you can find out all the information. We'll cover some of that stuff later. All right, so we were basically telling you that the Groove.ai that you're getting access 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, in something that we're referring to as early access beta, not even beta, but it's early access. So right now, we're 2 weeks before we get our best polished version over to you guys. Okay, so right now, I got access to this 3 days ago, and I was able to give it to my partners and my affiliates so that they can have, I even have like a little copy paste thing that I say to them, that I say, here's a preview copy, and that's why this says preview. And I let them know that, there are bugs and certain things are, for show, they don't actually connect to different things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So as I'm demoing this for you, this is my first chance to look at it. Yesterday, the demo went fantastic. Today, we found out that, okay, the headline was not sending the explicit prompt in the background that we need. So now that preface is out of the way, let's talk about the dashboard. We go to the dashboard here. Right now, the dashboard basically shows you some recent projects. Now, you got to remember, this is more like going to Google Docs, right? Here's your dashboard for Google Docs, right? What is it? It's basically different things that you could work on, and the recent things that you've been working on in here. That's it. That's it. There's no analytics. It doesn't tell you, how many sales you made in open rates, because same thing with Groove.ai. It's not that type of product. You're not selling anything. You're not sending any emails. It's a content creation software. So the dashboard is basically like Google Docs and lets you know, hey, here are the things you're working on. Excuse me one sec. Okay. So over here, you have your settings. In your profile, this is where you're going to see a couple of things like your AI services. You'll give it a name. Then you'll choose your service. Currently, we work with OpenAI, but we're going to be giving you the ability to work with all of these that you see right here. I'm just opening up a keynote that has all of the different ones. So right now, we work with OpenAI. Very soon, you'll have the ability to work with Google's Palm 2. That's what powers Bard. They just released their API. Stability.ai, they have something called Stable LM. That's their language model. Elon Musk is getting in the game with X.ai. Meta just released an open source language model called Llama 2. Claude, which I just showed you, they just came out with Claude 2. And NVIDIA just jumped in the game with something called Nemo. All right. So here's my suggestion to you. Just use OpenAI. They're the best. Everybody else is almost as good, slightly better in some areas, does a little more tokens, was trained on more data. But right now, the benchmark is OpenAI. And if anybody gets better than OpenAI, they're going to go, if you're looking at me, this is going to be OpenAI. This is them. They're going to leapfrog them to here. You and I would not even notice a difference. And then OpenAI is going to jump right back up. They're going to be the leader. They're like the Google of the search engines right now, right? There's Bing, there's Yahoo, right? And if Bing comes out with a new feature, Google has it the next day. So my advice to you is, if you're not techie like me and you don't care to have all of these API keys, don't worry. Now, remember, the API key is free to get, but not free to use. So what you would do is you would go to platform.openai.com. If you're not logged in, it will look like this when you get there, and you simply sign in and create a free account with your Google account. Okay. And then once you're in, you go into personal and you hover over this and you click on view API keys. Now, warning, never show anyone your API key. If somebody sees your API key, they could use it and you'll never know. You'll never know, especially if you're using it. You're going to be like, wow, why is my bill so high? And they could use it and they could share it publicly with the entire world. So that's why you'll never see me sharing my API key. Okay. Number two, even if you click edit here, these things they only allow you to name them. All right. They don't allow you to see the API key. So once you get your API key, put it into a secure place, because if you pop it in somewhere, you're not going to be able to ever see it again. So I keep mine in a secure text file in my 1Password. If I want. And one last thing, you can only get 5 of them. They'll only let me create 1 more. All right. So, just important to remember those things. So now once you have your API key, they're going to let you use it for free for about, let me see, how much free credit do you get with OpenAI API key? You get $5 worth of credit. Okay, is what they're saying, which is pretty good. That should probably last you more than a month. But here's what's going to happen: if you forget to do that, let me see if I have my API key in here. I do. If you forget, and that's only my partial API key, guys. We have it short enough that it doesn't show the end. If you forget that. That you didn't put a credit card on file, what's going to happen is all of the services with Groove.ai and our Chrome extension. By the way, you can get the Chrome extension at Groove.ai/extension. All right, that's an actual approved in the Chrome store, Chrome extension. We'll go over that as well for you today. So that's like a mini version of Groove.ai. It's the Groove.ai free light version that follows you around, so you can get that there. You could play around with that, kind of give you a little feeling of Groove. But even that, again, if you get your API key in about 2 weeks to a month, you're going to be like, oh my God, this isn't working. What's wrong? You're going to come to our support desk. Well, they gave you free $5 worth of credits, but you need to put a credit card on file. So you're going to need to go to billing and click on payment methods right here and add a payment method. And then when you click on billing history, you'll see your invoices. Look at this. We spent a whopping $12 last month, and everybody on my team is using this. And by the way, if you're wondering, like, oh, if you're just doing demos, how come it's costing you so much? Guys, this is what it was costing me here. This is when we put this on our website.
We've never paid so little for launch copy before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. $12 for launch copy.
Yeah. Let me log out of this. Log into the delete account. They got that one in the worst spot right there, I'm telling you. All right. So we want to sign in to this account. Let me go off screen here. Can't have my password showing. And I hate that this show password here is there, Donna. It always makes me think it says remember password. And I've actually leaked important passwords there before. Marketing at Groove. All right, so that is this right here. We're going to paste that in. I'm just moving that off screen just in case. Okay, next. Did we change? Oops. Oh, that's you wouldn't believe which one that was, Donna. That was Marketing Genesis. I opened Marketing at Groove. Oh, this is the one I want. Bear with me, folks. Sorry about that. I'm trying to log into something, and we've been hacked. My Facebook account is still hacked. So I'm just being extremely cautious here. You'd be surprised. We leak little preview things sometimes, and people they pause these streams, and they try to get all of our information. All right. So what I wanted to let you know is every one of my websites, we use this chatbot with something we're going to be able to do with Groove.ai very soon because of our knowledge base. But essentially, that is what you see here. Okay. That's what you see here. It's what you see here. It's this little chatbot that's answering questions for people. Okay. And we have one here as well. So this is, when people are asking, how much is Groove? It's answering these questions. If I were to show you, actually, by going in here, and I look at this one, for instance, and we go to our dashboard, you can see that the number of conversations 5 minutes ago, 11 minutes ago, 17 minutes ago, 28 minutes ago, 33 minutes ago, 37, 46, 48, 53, 1 hour. Can we call that 10? 10 people times 24. We're getting 250 conversations per day. And here's what people are asking. Okay. And they're not asking one question. They're having a full conversation for 5 of my companies that I'm running this on. So why did we see a spike from $2 to $12? Well, we started using this for support from my company, and it's costing me $12 a month. Okay, so folks, when I tell you that it's not going to cost you a lot to use this, trust me, it won't. Now, here's another thing I want to let you know. When you go to platform.openai.com, right, and you go to Playground, this is going to let you know what models you have access to. Do you have access to GPT-4? Likely you won't. They're only going to give you 3.5. And that means when you come into Groove and you try to set this up, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to have access. You need to do a few things and be patient. And I have to stress this. Okay, we're probably going to have to make a video and put this in the software because people are going to be like, why doesn't ChatGPT-4 work for us? And that has nothing to do if you're a ChatGPT Plus customer. None of that matters. What you need to do, okay, is number one, as we said, put a credit card on file, and then they need to bill you at least $1, and they're not going to bill you until you go through your free $5 worth of credits. So what I'd recommend you do is you just take a bunch of text like this and just paste it in here, choose your model, move your maximum length up, high, and just say, rewrite this. And do that 25 times or 50 times. Go in, check your billing. You'll see you used 80 cents, whatever. Okay, just keep doing that. And then basically what happens is once you go through your $5 credit, spend $1 with them, and then they're going to bill you for that dollar, and then they're going to unlock this for you. And I believe Amanda told me that there was something. There's one more thing that we want, because we're looking into this with you guys as well, because only about half of you have access to it. How do you apply for OpenAI developer API key? And just follow this. They might ask you to fill out a questionnaire, and when you do that, you get access to GPT-4 faster. If not, you only get access to GPT 3.5. Now, I want to show you guys something so that you don't that you see I practice what I preach here. Okay, if you go to this Groove.cm and you look at my settings, look what I'm using. 3.5. I'm not using 3.5 GPT-4. Okay, if you look at any one of the chatbots that we're using, let's use Groove.ai, for instance. If I go to the settings, I go to 3.5, not GPT-4. It's not the end of the world for you to use ChatGPT 3.5. Number one, it's about 3 to 10 times cheaper, and it's pretty effective, and it's faster. I don't want to say ChatGPT 4 is overrated, but don't feel like it's the end of the world that you don't have ChatGPT 4. It's a lot slower, much slower in the output than 3.5. And, you're going from an A to an A+. It's like, that's the difference. If you have the 4 and you want to use it, go right ahead. It's going to cost you a little bit more in your billing, but you're seeing that even in our company, we could choose to use the better model. We don't. It's more affordable at 3.5 for us. Okay, getting back. These right here is how you set up. I have one version for 3.5 and one version for 4, and that tells the model, which output that I want. Let's click on the preferences here. Excuse me. You're going to notice a couple of things. We have a dark mode, light mode, dark mode. You can change your colors. This is how you're going to brand it for your own solution. We're making a couple of changes to the dark mode because some of the stuff is a little hard to read, so we're going to make it a little bit brighter, especially in the icons. And you're going to notice also, let's just go back to light mode. Everybody says they'd rather use it in dark mode, but for the demo, they like the white mode better. You also have languages here. So we're going to be rolling out with more languages for you. Maybe not September 5th, but in September, we're going to be adding more languages, like all of the European languages. You'll have Russian, you'll have a few Asian languages. We'll pretty much have everything that you need. There'll be Arabic languages as well for you. So probably a good popular 20 languages, and we'll add more as needed. And you'll see that doesn't change the output. That literally changes the user interface. So that means your white label is now available to work in every country, essentially. Okay, so that should make you pretty excited. Now, I have to go back and find how to find that. There we go. And change it back to English. Yeah, so you have the color that you could change, the language, and the light mode and dark mode. Okay, so now let's go over to the knowledge base. We were just in Chatbase. Again, folks, I'm doing this for those of you that weren't here yesterday. So for everybody else, this is a repeat. And if we were just looking at Chatbase, right? And so I just showed you that at Groove.cm, we have a little chat widget that you can have a conversation with. Okay, and we built that chat by adding data sources. We added a website URL, okay, and it's crawled our entire website. And look, it found every page at our website. And then I put Groove Digital, and then I put Groove Pay, and then I put our help desk support at Groove Digital. Excuse me, and then I put Groove Digital Academy, and then we put Groove Agency, every single one of our websites, even Groove.ai. It's all there. I mean, that's long, right? And so we've trained this on 1.8 million characters. I also went in and I was able to add some things into the Q&A just to make sure that it was perfect. And you could upload files as well. And the reason why I'm showing you this is that we can do a knowledge base like this as well with Groove.ai. Once you're done, you click train, and then you click embed, and you get this little embed code that you could put at your website. And you'll notice that we have it right here as well. Okay. Oh, Donna, I wanted to mention that this is only in the main dashboard. Like when you go into something like GrooveCell, there's some places in the app that you go and it's not there. I believe maybe it was Groove Pages or something. Oh, I'll have to find out where it was. I went the other day and suddenly the help thing went away. But anyway, for those of you here, you'll notice we used to have this was our help desk. You'd click on this and you would get this typical Zendesk or Help Scout widget, they call it, where the customer clicks here and they're not talking to a human, and it's all article driven. And if they want to talk to a human, they have to click ask, and then it's like email, chat, we're offline. So they would have to, basically put this in here and it sends an email to our team. And then it could take a day, hours, for somebody to get back. And on a weekend, maybe a couple of days. Well, now we put that widget here. Do you need human assistance? Okay. And so what we've done now is we've just added this widget here. Ask me anything about Groove. How do I connect my domain with Namecheap? Okay, so now it's talking with the knowledge base. That's the important thing, is we trained it so it has all of the answers because it's got all of our articles, and it also has its world knowledge, right? So you're also going to notice here, we have this thing right here in the settings where we say act like, right? This is the prompt that's being sent. Act like a friendly sales rep and friendly customer support agent for Groove. Well, I'm having a conversation with your name is AI assistant. You'll provide me with answers from the given info. If the answer is not included, say, I'm not sure, and stop after that. Refuse to answer any question unrelated to the information. So if a customer were to ask, how do I tie my shoes? I'm not sure, but I could definitely help you with any questions related to Groove, right? So we created a knowledge base that it's having a conversation with, and we're bypassing its real world knowledge. ChatGPT obviously knows how to tie shoes, right? So that we have at the bottom of every website. If you were to go here and say, can I buy the white label without being a backer? Right? Imagine having to go to my help desk and wait a couple of days. Watch this. Hey there, thanks for your interest. Currently, the white label is only available as an upgrade for paid backers of Groove.ai. So in order to purchase the white label, you would need to back the project first. If you have any other questions, now watch this. I am already a backer. I backed 2 months ago. Ad face. If you're already a backer of Groove.ai, you can still upgrade to the white label. Simply visit the upgrade page at Groove.ai/white label. And it also is noticing I'm a little upset. So it's also telling me you could go to the support desk. Okay, seeing that? All right. And so for those of you that are already backers and want the white label, you simply go to Groove.ai/white label and sign up today for nothing. You pay nothing today. And we start billing you $497 in January. But the point that I'm making here, guys, I mean, this thing is, this is no disrespect to my people at my help desk, because it writes better copy than me. So when I say this is a better support agent than the people in my help desk, do you know why I know? We've now trained our support desk to go to the chat widget to ask a question, to get an answer to give to our people, because it's very thorough. Okay. And if we ever see this is wrong, I just go into here and my team says, hey, it's answering this wrong. And then I go into the data sources and I say, what was the question the customer asked? They asked this question, whatever it was. And then I put the right answer in, and it won't make that mistake again. So it's fascinating what you can do with AI, and the customer is getting instant information. So that is what a knowledge base is, folks. You understand that? You can train it on information. So how do we do it in hours? Well, with hours, you create a new knowledge base. All right, I'm going to call this day 2 and webinar. Watch this. I'm going to call it day 1 webinar. Day 1 webinar. We're going to create a new knowledge base, ladies and jelly beans. All right. Now, this is sorted by newest created. Artie, if you're seeing that, it's actually not newest created. Let me just see. Yeah, that's actually working. But newest created would be day 1 webinar, not funnels. So August 22nd, just pointing that out for my team. So now here's what we're going to do. Check this out. Now, you're going to be able to upload any of the following information. You're going to be able to upload, paste a YouTube URL, and it's going to basically transcribe it instantly. I just showed you how you could do an entire sitemap or a single page. You could paste in text. You could upload a text file, a PDF, a Word document, an audio file, right? Where do we get this awesome technology? Well, look at this. I was just telling you, through OpenAI, they have this thing for us right here. We could drag in any audio, or I can even start recording. We're going to have the ability for you to do that. Look at that. You can start recording. We're going to have the ability for you to do that. So that's going to be available for you to upload into the knowledge base an audio file. We're going to have a brand intake form. I just showed you how the Q&A works. All right. You fill out the brand intake form. You answer 30 questions about your business, kind of like what I have right here. This was me doing it for Groove Agency. What motivated you to start your business? What's the primary goal? What's your niche? Groove.ai is going to have that question form for you to answer through a wizard. You'll just answer those 30 questions, and you could create a knowledge base. Honestly, if you create a knowledge base just with the brand intake form, we'll be able to write all of your copy in Groove.ai from now till the rest of time. Why is this important to fill out a brand intake form? Well, if we go like this, when I'm going to ChatGPT for the example here, if I say, what is Trello, right? It knows. But if there was a company, you see, it only knows from as of its information up until 2021. It knows. And you guys, you see how slow ChatGPT 4 is? Why I don't like to use it during the demos, right? That's why I'm using 3.5 during the demo. Look, oops, I was getting upset. 3.5 is just so much faster. On ChatGPT, let's refresh. All right, there you go. So much faster. And it just demos faster as well. And the output, in my opinion, is the difference between an A and an A+. So it's really not that much different. It saves you a lot of money. So if you were to ask it about your company, right? Somebody do me a favor, put your, let's watch this. Watch this. What is Grooveplex Studios? I'm not going to put the .com. All right. I'm curious if it's just going to make something up, because this just launched 3 weeks ago. As of my knowledge update in September 2021, I don't have information about Grooveplex Studios. It's possible that it doesn't know, right? So it knows about Trello, but I guarantee you it doesn't know about your business. So all the demos that I did yesterday and I'm going to be doing today, I'm doing on HubSpot and Trello, because showing you that it knows about that. But for you, you have to be able to tell it about your company. And so you need to create a knowledge base by answering those 30 questions and then uploading that information here. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a knowledge base based on yesterday's live stream. So we're going to go to YouTube. We're going to go to Groove.cm official. Ooh, this is us right now. I can go right to our channel right from here. We're going to go to our lives. This is, these are the ones that say notify me. This is us now. This should be yesterday, streamed 20 hours ago. So we're going to click on this. I'm in a groove state of mind. All right, I'm going to go. Now, you're going to be able to paste the URL right in here. That part of the user face isn't added yet. So in the meantime, what we do is we go to youtubetranscript.com. If you haven't heard about that, it's very simple. You simply paste in a URL and instantly, look at this, bam, we get the transcript. So I can copy yesterday's transcript and I can open up a text edit document or notes or anything like that. I'm going to paste this in here just like that. Okay, and you can see this is a very, very long document here. Very long document. That's probably 3 hours and 3 hours and 10 minutes. 11 to 3. That was 4 hours and 10 minutes of worth of information. So we're going to save that. Okay, and I'm just going to call it GAT for Groovathon, Groove.ai Day 1. Right, so now we've transcribed that entire webinar that we did yesterday. So now what I do is I go to my Finder, and I probably save that to my downloads, okay? And I'm doing it like this so that you could see. I just drag that in here. I could actually do it this way by going like this and just finding it here like that, or you, okay? And just like that, we have an item. I can add more information. Yesterday, this little index knowledge base was actually working. I don't think that it actually indexed, but the button actually showed. So what you can do, guys, is you could upload an unlimited number of documents, okay, to the knowledge base. You can do up to 5 megabytes. How much was a 3-hour webinar? Let's take a look. $220 kilobytes for a 4-hour webinar. So if we went times 5, a 20-hour webinar would be 1 megabyte. A 100-hour webinar would be 5 megabytes. So guys, 48 hours is 2 days. 4 days would be 96 hours. You could live stream for 4 straight days and have 10 people talking, and all of that information would create what you'd be able to upload as a file here. The Bible is 4.2 megabytes. War and Peace is about 4.1 or 4.0. The Great Gatsby is 800 kilobytes. Okay, so you're going to have no problem adding as many of these documents over and over and over again. So let's add the Groove Agency questionnaire, etc. And then when you're done, you'll click Index Knowledge Base. It'll take a few minutes, and then it'll index the knowledge base. And now that you have a knowledge base, now we can get to the exciting part here. Okay, so what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit the 1 hour mark. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to play a little commercial video for you of my AI avatar. Okay, and we're going to play a 10-minute commercial on everything about Groove.ai. And when we come back, we're going to show you actually how you can create content with Groove.ai. And then we're going to bring on Dan Feliciano for the 3rd hour. And he has a preview copy. He's done some incredible things with it. We're going to look at what he actually did with it. And if we have time, we might even show some exciting news. So we'll be right back right after this word. Hi, it's Mike Filsaime's AI Avatar. Thanks for tuning in to our Groovathon. We hope you're enjoying all of the great AI content we're serving up for you. But before we get back to the show, we've got a quick message about the Groove.ai backup project. So let me ask you this. Are you sick and tired of spending countless hours creating content for your website, social media, and email marketing campaigns? Do you struggle with writer's block and finding the right words to express your ideas, or blank page syndrome? Then you're going to love AI. It's the revolutionary tech that is in AI-powered content creation platforms that solve these problems and more. In fact, we used it for almost every content we used in this campaign, including the script for this video. But did you catch that problem? I said platforms. It's like this. Sadly, AI is becoming like streaming platforms. Remember when cutting the cord with cable companies was all the rage? Well, now there's a dozen streaming platforms, and the cost can add up quickly. The same is happening with AI.
There are a lot of great platforms out there, but the cost can be as high as $4,000 a month or more to do what we've been doing in this promotion. And trust me, we will make 100 times the ROI. But why pay $4,000 a month when you could pay one time for AI and own it for life? Imagine this. What if you could have a lifetime deal on all of your streaming platforms for the price of just 1 month? Are you starting to see it? That's right. That's why we created Groove.ai. It's a backup project backed by people like you that later this year will provide you with the best AI solutions at a fraction of the cost. The question is not, will you be using AI? With Groove.ai, you can create unlimited high-quality, engaging content in minutes, not hours. Whether you need headlines or great bullets, or website copy or funnel copy, landing page copy or webinar registration copy, or those email subject lines that get 3 times the open rates that you're getting right now. Or how about quality emails that get 2 times the click-through rates because they're not the same boring old emails? When it's easier, you're more productive. When it's better quality, you make more money. It's just like how we used AI in this campaign you're part of right now. We used it for our landing page, webinar registration page, copy on a replay page, and when we put AI-generated copy underneath the webinar replay video, it doubled our conversions. In fact, we used AI to get you onto this live stream. AI was used to create the script for this video that you're watching right now. And AI was used at our checkout page to get more than 1,500 people to back this project. People just like you. And when this campaign is over, in just a few days, that number will top over 3,000 backers. But the content won't stop there. You'll be able to use it for blog posts, social media captions, product descriptions, email newsletters, reports, books, articles, you name it. Groove.ai will have you covered. Plus, it'll have advanced features like keyword tools and SEO tools. So what does this mean for you? It means you can finally focus on growing your business and serving your customers instead of being stuck at your desk, struggling to come up with the perfect words. AI is like a calculator for words. It's literally like having the assistance of an all-knowing being to help you with anything that you need. With Groove.ai, you'll have more time, more creativity, and more peace of mind. But here's the thing. We need your help to take this product to the next level. And by backing our project, you'll not only get early access to Groove.ai, but you'll also get lifetime access to the platform for a one-time price instead of paying annually or monthly. Sidebar, Your Honor, here's a fun fact. We did the same thing, a backup project for Groove.cm. When we did that project, we started with a lifetime offer of just $1,397. And that's $500 more than you're going to be paying here today. But we didn't stop there. We kept telling people we were going to raise the price, and we did, to $1,497, then $1,997, then $2,497, and today it costs $3,997 to get lifetime access to the Groove.cm account. And people pay for it every day because people like lifetime deals. They're great. But we warned everyone with Groove.cm that the price was going to be going up. But some people love the punishment of paying more. But not you. You realize that this is the lowest price we will ever offer, and since it's a lifetime deal, you're strongly considering doing what over 500 people have already done. So why not join them? Want to know a little bit more about Groove.ai? Sure. Let's take a closer look at some of the key features of Groove.ai. Our platform uses AI to create engaging, high-converting copy in seconds. No more writer's block or endless hours copywriting. Let Groove.ai do all the heavy lifting for you. But that's just the beginning. With Groove.ai, you'll be able to create content at the speed of thought. When the software is released very soon, here are just some of the things you can do 10 times faster. Groove.ai features a chatbot assistant that integrates with ChatGPT. So it's not just a boring blog wizard, you're going to be able to craft it the way that you want. Let's not forget about our Chrome extension we're going to have. You can extend Groove.ai anywhere that you can type. Simply use the magic prompt and enter your wish. When you hit enter, Groove.ai will start typing whatever you requested wherever you requested it. This can be used to write copy anywhere for subject lines, inside your marketing email builder, in Gmail, or to write a blog with Grooveblog or WordPress, product descriptions in Shopify or GrooveCart, website and funnel copy, bullets, and so much more. It's literally Groove.ai content on the go. We will have a meeting and content summary. Just upload any audio or video and easily transcribe meetings or videos from multiple sources, including video conferencing apps like Zoom or any audio file you have. You can review a 1-hour meeting in just 5 minutes. With just one click, you can get access to your meeting's action items, tasks, questions, and other key metrics. You can get summaries and TLDRs at your fingertips. And weeks, months, or years later, you can search any text for any keyword from any meeting in your company with ease. But our most coveted feature is this. You'll be able to build landing pages and funnels in minutes with Groove.ai's magic website and funnel builder. You simply tell Groove about your business and it will build all of the pages, all of the copy, all of the images, title tags, and optimize it for SEO. And you can even export those pages to Groove pages. So say goodbye to the need for web development, design experience, or even a copywriter. When you're done, export them to Groove pages and Groove.cm to edit, publish, and save. And check this out for your company support. You're going to be able to train Groove.ai with your support articles from your current help desk, and then you can add a support AI widget to your site to do better support than even your best support agents. Yes, the future is here. You'll be able to quickly and easily generate high-quality images and graphics for your campaigns without the need of a professional designer, saving you time and money. Better images increase conversion rates. So here's what makes Groove.ai different. First, it consolidates all those other good but expensive AI companies into one, saving you money. Second is that you can use your own free API key that you get from OpenAI and Google. Unlike companies like Jasper.ai and Copy.ai, Groove.ai is not locked into only one AI company like OpenAI. Although OpenAI is the talk of the town right now with DALL-E for images, Whisper for voice to text and text to voice, ChatGPT, but recently Google just announced their API and the AI wars are on. But we use them all, and this is going to allow us to be more expansive and flexible than the competition while offering a no compromise solution, all at wholesale rates. You heard that right. With Groove.ai, we don't charge you for AI. Instead, you connect your free API with companies like Google, OpenAI, Stability.ai, and more. This means you don't pay monthly for AI you're not using. And since you're paying directly to the source and not us, you're saving 3 times to 6 times the retail markup compared to companies like Jasper.ai. The other guys charge you for monthly tokens even if you don't use them, and they don't offer rollover credits. Groove.ai can save you thousands per year compared to the other leading AI companies. And finally, what makes us different is Groove.ai is a marketplace. Yes, we're making a marketplace for other AI developers to create cool apps. Don't find the task or workflow for your needs? There's a marketplace where others are extending our platform with powerful AI tools. You've seen how marketplaces extend the value of technology with things like the Apple iPhone, Android, WordPress, Google Chrome, and Shopify. Groove.ai will allow AI developers to market their apps in our marketplace. The bottom line, that's better for you. But before we wrap up, we want to make a special offer to you. We need your help. As a thank you for supporting us and backing our project, we're offering a special lifetime deal for Groove.ai. That means you can get access to our groundbreaking AI platform later this year for a one-time payment of just $897 or just 2 payments of $497 instead of paying the regular price of $99 a month or $997 annually. Oh, and here's something special for all customers who back our project before we close. You'll get a massive bonus of 3.75 million words of free AI content. That's equivalent of getting 35,000 emails with 1,000 words each. That's right, it's a 1,000-word email every day for a century. Don't miss out on this incredible bonus. Act fast and become a backer of Groove.ai today. But don't wait too long. The lifetime deal is only available for a limited time. Once we close this backer project, the lifetime deal will be gone forever. After that, it will cost $99 a month or $997 a year. So if you want to take advantage of this incredible opportunity and save big on your AI needs, become a backer of Groove.ai today before it's too late. Don't wait. Join the community of over 1,500 people that have already backed this project and be the first to experience the power of AI when it's released later this year. Go to Groove.ai/backer right now. Groove.ai/backer. So now let's get back to the AI Week Groovathon with the real Mike Filsaime.
Now get ready for the power of Groove AI. Become a backer of Groove today.
Where am I? There I am. Okay. Donna says, let me just read that in my head. Okay. So Donna asks me, I feel like the chat feature is the most wanted feature. Backers get unlimited widgets. Yes. So, I'm all over the place because I'm like, oh, let me show you the knowledge base. And the next thing you know, I'm demoing some other software called called Chatbase. So this software out here called Chatbase that you just saw me create a widget that I put on the bottom of, our websites. They're pretty expensive and they're an awesome company. If we go to them incognito to see their pricing, little construction going on here, guys, but I got to get work done. And I kept telling them to leave every day at 11 o'clock. And I told them, I said, just go through, just get everything done. So let's look at their pricing.
I'm sure it's louder in your head than it is for us.
Okay. Yeah. This microphone should be dropping it out. Yeah. So
yeah, it's not bad. And you're also not sharing your screen anymore.
Oh, because I popped out of the, oh, you know what? I'll get my AirPods back in. Once you pull your AirPods, the screen pauses. All right, so you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, let's add it to the stream. All right, there we go. Sorry, everybody. All right, so you can go there, get one for free, 30 message credits per month, one chatbot, 400,000 characters. That might be good enough for you. I don't know. Chatbot gets deleted after 7 days. You give them $20 a month. You don't have to pay that annually, right? That's not the cheap, the cheater thing. You're like, oh, that was billed on the annual. They started out the monthly, $20 a month. You get this, $99 a month, et cetera, et cetera. I actually happen to get an AppSumo deal. So I don't know if you can Google that and see if there is one. It was something unlimited. And then they let you use your own API key after a certain amount. I think it was something like this plan. I got unlimited chatbots for like a one-time payment. See if you can find it on AppSumo. But
that last point, Mike, I wanted to just point that out on the free account that chatbots get deleted after 7 days of inactivity.
Yeah.
That just seems awful. That seems like an awful feature of a free account. Could you imagine if we deleted people's websites if they didn't get any traffic for a month?
I thought it was that the chat. No, this is what I think it is. But you could be right because it says chatbots. I was thinking it was this.
Like the history?
Thinking, yeah, that they meant that the history, but you're right. It says chatbots. Yeah, I was thinking they were saying that like if this conversation stops, like they're not going to keep it for you after 7 days. That would seem pretty wrong if they're doing what you're saying. But hey, it's free.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right? So they're trying to get you to be like, just pay $20 a month. And they're entitled to that, right? But I get what you're saying. If we deleted people's website, if they didn't get a visitor for 7 days, right? Okay, so here's what you can do, guys. You can get it, play with it, or not get it, but just know that all they have essentially for this chatbot is this, the knowledge base, what they call their data sources, right? And they do it the same way we do. You upload information, it trains it, and then they give you an embed code. So what do we need to do to add this for you? We need to do this, give you a little code, and we're very good at that. We already do stuff like that with our chat widgets, right? We're going to create a little settings panel for you, which you basically say, act like. We'll have this pre-written for you. You'll choose your model. We're just going to basically clone this. And, just so you know, so I feel very comfortable doing this. We said we were going to do this. It's in our mind map. We said that we're going to have a customer support chatbot. And then Dan Feliciano said, Mike, remember what you said on the live stream? I said, yeah, there's a company already doing it. And I said, oh my goodness, they beat me to it. But this was something already planned. So you'll be having that hopefully this year. I have to talk with Artie because it's not going to make September 5th, but that is on our plan for the next phase, which should be before December 31st. All right, so we're back to the main dashboard here. We see that we've created a knowledge base. We set up our API key, and we're going to go create a project into a project that we already created called Day 2. All right, so I'm going to delete some of this stuff here. We don't need them. By the way, these chats automatically name themselves after 2 conversations in there, or you could rename it yourself. Okay, so let's just create a brand new one here. Click on it, and that's going to allow me to delete this. All right, so for those of you that haven't seen this before, what you're seeing here is the ability to, number one, search your information. Okay, so if you look at ChatGPT, and again, this isn't functional. I'm going to talk with Artie today to find out if this will be functional on the 5th. If not, it'll definitely be functional in September. Okay, we are going to be giving you what you can't do with ChatGPT. Have you ever done this with ChatGPT? Oh, what is this? What in the world is that? See that little icon there, Donna? Have you ever seen that before?
I
Like
noticed it earlier, but I have not. I don't know what it is. I noticed it earlier on your screen.
Assist with user query. I have no idea what that is. I guess they're putting these little icons now to help you. Why don't they just add a search?
Yeah.
Like that, right? Just add a search. So you have you ever done this? You're scrolling and you're like, where is that prompt that I wrote? And you're scrolling like this. And what sucks is like when you click on this, it jumps you back to the top, and now you got to scroll all the way back down. So they don't have any search. It's horrible. And you can't share this with anybody. If you share, as soon as you click copy link, if you continue to work on this, it's not a project. The user doesn't get the ability to see future work or edits or anything like that. So this is not meant for collaboration, and it's not meant for search. It's meant to be a utility. And you know, people are creating all these Chrome extensions for it and stuff. We went a different route. We did what we do with this is the McDonald's here. I have to authorize lunch. Okay, Mike, here you go. Oh, we're good. Here, Mike, you want to keep this so you can keep track of it? Let me hold on. I got to give him my passcode.
I'm just going to invite myself. I'm going to share.
Just invite you. All right.
For those of you who are asking if this was live, here's your proof.
There you go. We would have edited that out for sure. Okay, sorry about that. Does it really want to know that? Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. He asked me for the make and model of my first car. He was joking. Okay. So now with ours, you can not only search everything within this project, and it's going to work like a spotlight search. It's going to show you all of the different documents here that you have, or chats, etc., that you're looking for. But you'll also notice that you have the ability to add people to this. You're going to be able to, just like a Google Doc, we're going to have a couple of different ways that you can do it. Number one, you can bring somebody in as an admin, and somebody that is an admin can come in and they can start deleting information in here. They have all of the rights that you have. The next thing you're going to have is typical Google Doc things. You're going to be able to invite somebody by email, and then in the drop down you can click edit, so they could come in here and they can edit, or you'll click view only, and all they can do is only view. They won't be able to edit anything or make any changes, just like you've seen with a Google Doc. But we're going to have one more thing, and this is going to be called client. And client is going to hide the settings panel and the chat. And all your client is going to be able to do is see your documents. Artie, you're seeing here that this thing here is on the left here. Well, now it's showing. So you're going to have something here. Let's say this is going to be called email 1, and this we're going to call email 2. Right? We'll create another one. We're going to call this landing page email 2. Enter. Landing page copy. Let's call this one website copy. Artie, you're seeing that, right? When I hit enter, like it's not saving. I think that's the same problem we were having with the thing here. So here we're going to just call this one pop-up copy. I'm just giving examples of something that you would do for somebody. Now here, we might name this cart abandon sequence, right? And I could create several of these, right? Like email 1, email 2. I'm just giving you an example of like, and let's just put in just a couple more things. We would call this affiliate swipe copy 1. Really being a pain in the neck. And we'll create just one more. And basically what I'm doing is I'm showing you that you would basically create an entire campaign, and then we go to work and we use the chatbot, the AI, to create all of this content for us. And then when we're done, we share this with the client. You notice the client doesn't get to see all of the magic that you did, behind the scenes with all of this work here. Okay, this is all the settings panel. These are your chats. The client would just get this. Now you would share this with your client, and you could give them read permissions or edit permissions or view permissions only as well. Okay, you'll also notice that the knowledge base that we just created, you can add the knowledge base to this. And so now you can have you can create content from that knowledge base. So you'll notice right now it's at 0. And what that means is it's only using the world knowledge of the language base. If we ask it anything about the knowledge base, it's not going to know. Conversely, we can drag this all the way over to 100. And as you're seeing right there, it says knowledge base 100. And that means if we ask it how to tie a shoe or bake a cake, it's going to say, I don't know how to do that. It's not included in the knowledge base. You can also mix and match, use what it knows from the real world and use what you put in the knowledge base, or you could lean heavily on the knowledge base or lightly on the knowledge base. Okay, we're going to keep it here at 0 for right now. And now we're basically going to create a preset. Okay, and this is basically all your prompt engineering happens in the presets and the outputs here. So let's go and click on create. Let me just see. Do we have an AI service selected? We do. Let's go and create a preset. Okay. So you're going to notice we have all of these different people that it could act like. Act like a direct response copywriter, an SEO expert, a blogger, a press release writer, a nonfiction author, an article writer, news journalist, technical writer, content marketer, social media manager, storyteller, fiction author, screenwriter, biographer, legalese, lawyer, medical, health expert, talk show host, academic writer, scientific writer, a YouTuber, a podcaster. This is act like, right? So let's say if we want to act like a podcaster, well, we could act like Joe Rogan, Conan O'Brien, right? We want to act like a YouTuber. We could act like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, Mark Rober, Dude Perfect, these different names here. These were given to me by ChatGPT. So, if you say, hey, I don't see women in there, I just ask for the top 10. But if you see the direct response copywriter, you're seeing I think there's 5 women copywriters actually made it in here as well. So this is from ChatGPT in there. All right. But let's also take a look at this screenwriter, right? Let's say you want to write in the style of Quentin Tarantino or Aaron Sorkin, or let's say a nonfiction writer. I'm wondering, no, I think this is better in what I think is relevance than in alphabetical order, but it does make it a little bit harder to find, like, let's say, I'm looking for fiction author. So that's nonfiction. So that's storyteller, fiction author. So look at that. Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin, right? If you wanted to write like any of those. So we're going to just stick here and we're going to do a direct response copywriter. And let's write, for me, let's write like Jay Abraham today. How about that, right? And who's our target audience? It's you guys, right? You are digital marketers. Okay, now here's what I want you to do for me, everybody. I want you to write what generation you are. If you were born before 1965, put baby boomer. If you were born between 1965 and 1982, put Generation X. And after you do that, before you put your generation, I want you to also put if you're a technophobe or technophile. Technophile is like you're really geeky, you're really good at this type of stuff, you're really good at technology, not necessarily that you could code, but like you're kind of like me, like you're a tech geek and you kind of get the tech. And if you're a technophobe, you're like, no, I kind of like the no-code software like Groove. That kind of does it for me. I don't like HTML, JavaScript. I don't want to learn prompt engineering. So baby boomer is before 65 to 1982, you'd be Generation X. 1982 to about 2001, you're a millennial. And then if you're a Gen Z, you're after, you're 2001 up until about, 3 years ago. So let's see what you guys are here as you're putting in. So you're still typing it in, but we have Danny says baby boomer. We got baby boomer technophobe. Donna, you're a technophile Generation X. Rosalind is a baby boomer technophobe. And that's what I'm assuming. I'm thinking most of you, wow, baby boomers. I thought most of you were Gen X and millennial. but we got another Gen X, we got another baby boomer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put millennial. Actually, none of you have put millennial yet. Has anybody? All right. So hey, I'm just going to go with what the crowd says. You guys are Generation X. And some of you are like, Mike, don't read my name with baby boomer. Or Generation X. Look, I'm 55. I get it. Generation X and baby boomer. And you guys are a lot of technophiles here. So I'm just going to put baby boomer, Generation X, love technology, love techie things, techie software, love cutting edge software, I think is better. All right. So who are we going to write to? Believe it or not, guys, the 12th grade blue collar is where I'm going to tell you to test this out. If you go any higher, college, professional, undergrad, graduate, or postgraduate, the text is going to start really changing. Let me just give you a quick example, right? Just like quick example. I'm going to go to ChatGPT just to show you like some quick examples, right? Watch this. Tell me who Ben Franklin is. In one paragraph, write in a 10th grade reading level. I've never done this where I've compared all of them, but let's actually do this right now. So we'll do the ChatGPT 4 because we're doing one paragraph here. So this is a 10th grade reading level. Let's read it. Ben Franklin was a multifaceted, I'm surprised it used that word, honestly, for 10th grade, American figure who played a pivotal role in the early history of the United States, often dubbed the first American. Franklin was an inventor, writer, scientist, and statesman. Among his many accomplishments, he helped draft the Declaration of Independence. He invented the lightning rod and bifocal glasses, et cetera, et cetera. Guys, I'm telling you, don't be afraid to write in a 10th grade reading level. We want things easy to consume for our customers. I'm going to test between 10th and 12th. I'm going to say now, copy this so I can reuse it. And let's see what happens when we go here. See if we can even tell a difference. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that. We went up just to 12th grade. 12th grade. It's explicitly told 12th grade reading level. Look what we get. Ben Franklin stands as a quintessential figure in the annals of American history. Do we need to write like that? In direct response? I don't know. I mean, maybe. Look, it depends on your audience. I get that. But I'm showing you guys here the difference. An Enlightenment polymath. Franklin's contribution spanned the realms of science, literature, politics, and diplomacy. As an inventor, he introduced innovations like the lightning rod and bifocal glasses. In the political sphere, he was instrumental in the drafting of foundational documents. I don't know about that. I kind of like he helped draft the Declaration of Independence. I'm telling you, like, I think we're starting even at 12th grade to be just on the cutting edge of being a little highfalutin. Okay, let's do it again. Let's see what other choices you're gonna have here. Okay, so I'm switching this right now to 10th grade, just like that. Boom. This isn't definitive for me, but what I saw there, I'm writing it at 10th grade from now on. I've been doing 12th. Let's do it one more time and see college professional. College/professional. There's no such thing as a college professional, but it means a professional reading level. See, I'm telling you guys, stay away from this stuff. I'm putting it in the drop down so you have it, because you might, who knows, you might want to write a scientific paper, right? But Ben Franklin occupies a seminal position in the intellectual and political evolution of early America, an archetypal representative in the Enlightenment era. Franklin's, Donna, what word is that? Oeuvre? I'm going to go with
Oeuvre.
Oeuvre.
French,
Oeuvre.
meaning
Like in
large body of work.
like in the Louvre,
Yes.
right? The library, right? The Louvre.
Yes.
So Franklin's oeuvre transversed the interdisciplinary boundaries. And by the way, I'm not the best at reading and grammar, and you see my typos and everything. I've got some good wit to me. I've got my little Wikipedia brain. Right now, the second sentence, I'm saying, Donna, what word is that? Right, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. I'm sure there's a couple of you that were like, does that have something to do with an egg and an hors d'oeuvre or something like that? Right? I'm just joking, but for the most part, if your customer is doing that, do we need to go any further? Transverse the interdisciplinary. It's trying hard to make it difficult for me to read. Okay, let's just have more fun with this. Let's go. All right, let's do an undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate. Okay, so we're just gonna go right here in N, undergraduate reading level. Okay, and then we'll do another one in a postgraduate reading level. And what was the last one? Graduate and postgraduate. I don't think we need to, to do the graduate. We'll just do this because we'll get the point. So this one here is embodies the spirit of enlightenment, a movement, emphasize. Why would anybody want to talk like this? Emphasizing reason and individualism. Distinguished. This is something my dad would write. In various fields, he made significant strides in science, particularly in the experiments on electricity, which led to the invention of the lightning rod, right? That's fine. As a writer, his Poor Richard's, this stuff isn't too bad. His Poor Richard's Almanac remains an influential source of practical wisdom and cultural observations. Again, just you're thinking about every single word. It just doesn't go in. And by the way, look at this one. I just see right here, Franco-American alliances. Like if we were talking in 10th grade, it would say, creating an alliance between France and the United States, right? So it's just going out of its way to use words like epitomizes interplay of empirical inquiry. I'm sorry. I like this one here. This is totally subjective, but I like the 10th grade. Was a multifaceted American figure who played a pivotal role in the early history of the United States, often dubbed the first American. Donna, I'm just curious, do you agree with me on this? What are your thoughts there as you read this stuff?
I agree with you because I think that the purpose of communication is to be understood. Mm-hmm. And yeah. Absolutely, there are times when you want to sound very, very smart, but most of the time I want to be understood. And the way to do that is to speak at a lower reading level. Yeah.
I've said this before. There are breakdowns. Donald Trump basically speaks at an 8th grade reading level. Mm-hmm. Easily you can make fun of him for that, but they've made YouTube videos about that, why he communicates his point very
he's a very effective communicator.
Yeah,
because it's easy to understand him.
Yeah, regardless, love him or hate him. Yeah, he gets his point across because he doesn't go all the way up there with the words. So let me just have a little bit of fun with this. I just want to go down a little bit. I want to see what happens when we go to middle school. I'm really curious now. It was one word. Doesn't look right to me, but nope. All right, so here we go, middle school. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit too dumbed down. This is more conversational. This is the way that you would talk to somebody.
Yeah, look, he was an important figure in American history. He was known for wearing many hats. He was an inventor who came up with cool things like the lightning rod, which protects buildings from lightning, and glasses that help. Notice it doesn't say bifocal. Glasses that help people see both near and far. This is kind of like you're off the cuff. Yeah. Look, you're talking about Ben Franklin. Let's get back to the main point. I don't necessarily think you're going to want to write like that. But again, who's your target audience? And let's just do one more here. I'm just real curious when we start getting down to elementary kids, right? And this is the way we were taught, right? And we're not going to do the tots. Ben Franklin, often just called Ben Franklin. Right now, we're starting to get into the kids' book. This is more like a children's book. Ben Franklin, often just called Ben Franklin, lived a long time ago and was really smart and helpful person. This is like the little, video for kids you'd get on YouTube. He invented things like a special rod to keep buildings safe from lightning and a type of glasses to help people see better. He wrote a book with lots of wise sayings. This is a little Trump, by the way. This is a little Trump. He wrote a book with a lot of wise sayings and even helped people create a bigger paper. It was one of the biggest papers called the Declaration, one of the best documents ever, which was like a birthday card for America becoming its own country. Ben also started the first library so people could borrow books and the first fire station. I feel like I'm reading a little book reading to kids to keep everyone safe from fires. He did many great things for our country. All right. So this is important, folks. When you get to these things, if you're seeing the difference here, understand how important this is. Understand how important this is. Okay. And we're going to write like Jay Abraham in a direct response copywriter. And any custom rules, you don't really have to put anything here. This is if you want, you want to add something strict that it must do or must never do. So I'm going to demo this for you. Never mention ClickFunnels, right? Never mention Jasper.ai, right? So this is something I'm putting in that if we're writing about, here's how you can create you could create your marketing funnel. And I might say, combine how to use Groove.ai and Groove.cm, right? Or, the best ways to create a marketing funnel. I don't need it saying with great tools like ClickFunnels, right? And I sort of missed it. And then I have to say to my team, hey, did you read the blog post? Yeah, what's up? Number 7 on the blog post says use ClickFunnels for, oh, wow, yeah, AI wrote that. So I'm just giving you an example. You can write as many of these as you want. You do the same thing with the custom edition. And now we're going to click save. We have to give it a name. I'm going to call this DR for direct response, J Abraham. I'm just going to call it J Abe, Gen X Baby Boom. That's it. That's all I need to know. That's direct, not doctor. That's direct response. J Abraham. Let's just do that. J Abraham, Generation X Baby Boom. Now I've got a preset that we could write like. So let's choose that. There we go. We're gonna be writing like a direct response marketer in style of J Abraham at a 10th grade reading level to Generation X people. And what I want to do right now is I want to write a short sales letter. Okay. A short form sales letter. A short form sales letter, not a long form sales letter. And let's see here. Do we have we have landing page copy. Let's do that. Let's write some landing page copy. We're gonna choose what framework do we want? I want a benefit-driven landing page, right? Okay. We're going to choose this long. I want some good output here. I've never done this before because landing page copy should have a couple of different things. So let's see what happens. We're going to talk. I usually do conversational. That's for email. For this, I want persuasive tone. And the style, let's do, let's be creative. And the goal here is, this is a landing page. So it's not to generate a sale. It's to get
I want to increase conversions, and I want lead generation. We're not driving traffic. This isn't a Facebook ad. So I think we're good there. I'm going to optimize this output. Let's see if we get lucky here with that. And this is changing these settings in the background, guys. This thing called temperature, top P, frequency penalty, and presence penalty, which is all geeky, impossible to understand things that go on inside of a language model, but you do need different settings here to get the right output. We've automatically done that for you, but when you choose this, direct response is slightly different than SEO, and creative really dials up. So if you're writing a story, like you want to write a Stephen King story, or you're doing something creative, you want to hear, but creative and direct response are very different things, believe it or not. All right. So we're going to go to direct response, and let's just get a landing page for, now, again, I could take this webinar right here, and let's say this is a webinar registration page, and dial this all the way up, and it's going to use this as a reference. The knowledge base isn't ready at this time. It'll be ready for you when we go live, or maybe in a couple of days. They're working very hard to get that ready. So right now, let's just create something that I think we all know. Let's just do Groove funnels. So all I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm writing what I want to refer to as just a topic. I don't need any prompt engineering. I don't need to say, act like a direct response marketer. And like all of that, this prompt is being sent here. I'm going to just show you real quick. I'm going to flash it on the screen here for you. It's kind of our secret sauce in the background. All of these things, this is all of me telling my temperature, the team, the settings, all these different things. And by the way, this isn't our latest version. All right, so this is a little old, but it's essentially, this is what's happening. Act like a world response, direct response copywriter, blah, 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 blah. Mirror the following iconic style of J. Abraham. Write in the tone and the style that I put. To the target audience of digital marketers, baby boomers, etc., at a 10th grade reading level. The format is a short form sales letter. Use the framework, a benefit-driven landing page framework. Write the desired, write in a long form sales letter. No, I'm sorry, that's a different one. The goal we want to achieve for this desired format, the sales letter is, right, to increase conversions, blah, blah, blah. The desired length, did we choose that? I made it long. So that would be long, right? And follow any custom instructions, rules, any of the rules that we gave, guidelines, and all those different things. So this beautiful prompt is automatically handled for me. So all we have to do is say, right? I don't even have to put write about. It's very hard to simply put the protein. So what I always say here, guys, is that this is the difference between, I always say this, Kung Pao chicken and chicken franchise, right? That's all. This is where the taco seasoning mix happens over here. And now that we've made this to be a pad thai, right? This is all of the settings for a pad thai in this example, this analogy, right? Now it's asking for the protein. Is it beef, lamb, goat, chicken, turkey, soy, egg, eggplant, you name it. Like, what do you want in the dish to go with this? And so here, all of that prompting that I just showed you is done. So all I've got to do is click this. Thanks, Mike. So look at that. If you notice, I said write in Markdown, WYSIWYG. Okay, so let's make this a little smaller so we can see a little bit more. And you're going to notice that, that it wrote it just absolutely gorgeous for me, right? So now if I was to ask ChatGPT to do it, as a one paragraph, I'm doing this because I don't want a lot of output. I don't want to wait. One paragraph blog.
but this time give me what you see is what you get marked down with H1 and bold, etc. All right. So now we're getting our markdown in ChatGPT, but we would have had to tell it that. Nope, that's not. I said what you see is what you get, not code block. I've been having this problem a lot. When I hit stop, it's like it's still running in the background. So we're just going to go here. We're going to see if we can just add this right here. What you see is what you get, not code block. Let's see if we can resubmit that. There we go. All right. So that's Markdown, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's SEO ready with H1 tags and all these different things. You don't have to do the bold and all that stuff. But here's the problem that you have. If you go to your documents and you open up a blank document and you try to take that output right here, you get this problem. You've seen this, right? What the heck is going on? So somebody says, oh, what you got to do is you got to paste without formatting. Yeah, but I wanted the formatting. Darn it. I wanted the formatting. So I have no choice. Well, maybe they did this over here. They added this little copy thing. Oh, I could copy. Great. And then guess what it does? It adds the little codes, which is called Markdown. But it's not what you see is what you get Markdown. So you're not getting it the way that you want. But check this out. Even with the ChatGPT output, we could go like this. Let's bring back our document editor. And we allow pasting. We have no problem with that. You can also even copy this stuff and paste the actual Markdown stuff comes in with the bold and everything. But why even bother? We have this nice little feature right here that just says move the content over here like that. Now you could select only the content that you want and send it over. We're getting a couple of extra line breaks we're noticing. So we're going to be fixing that. So we're getting these extra line breaks. We're going to find out what's causing that. But for the most part, by the time you get it, you're not going to have that issue. But look at that. You're getting blog ready content. We're going to add the ability to add images in here. And you can get that from royalty-free images, or you're going to be able to use text to image and just type in image, or we're going to actually have it write the blog and create the images for you. And then the images are, we'll probably maybe have like a little, Artie, if you're watching, maybe we'll have like a little image little thing right here, and we'll click and it'll add, appropriate images right in the document for you. It'll read the document, create a prompt, and just add images for you. Text to image is just getting insane, right? So there you go. That is exactly how you would handle everything here. Now, if you wanted to now create bullets for this, right? Oh, and let me show you something here. The problem that we're going to get here is if I say something like, because I just got a question about this, 24/7 support, right? Let me just say, because I just want to know if I'm going to write some copy. Is there phone support? Okay. We got to remember what's happening, guys. We're sending a prompt right here. The format and the presets are on. So it's sending this question with act like Jay Abraham, talk to this person, give me a blog, and all this different stuff. So if I write this, watch what happens. It's writing me another blog. It's instructed to in the background. Okay. So if you want to go into conversation mode, what you need to do is shut off the format. Okay. And you shut off the presets if you don't want it to talk like Jay Abraham. And now we can say, is there 24/7 live phone support? Now, yesterday, it gave me the same output. It was almost as if this didn't actually shut off in the background. If that's the case, it's a bug. It may happen again today. We're going to find out. But right now, this is how you'll go into conversation mode. Let's just see. Yes, GrooveFunnels offers 24/7 live phone support. By the way, we don't. To assist you with questions and your concerns. These things make things up sometimes.
That's why you want to fact check your writing. That's why we call this Content Copilot. But as you can see here, it didn't write me a blog post. I shut the sides panel off. Now, if I would have kept the presets on, and we asked that question again, how about tech support, about live chat support? Now, what just happened, guys, is we shut the formatting off over here of this. The format was shut off, but we're still writing like like Jay Abraham, the copywriter, to a 12th grade reading level to digital marketers, baby boomers, right? So I just wanted to let you know that's the difference between this and this. All right, this is a 10th grade reading level. This wasn't. This was just normal output. All right, so we've come up to the top of the second hour after 3. We're going to take another 10-minute break. But I do that, folks, because it gives me a chance to have my bio break, get my lunch in, hydrate, and check with some of the people that are out here. Normally I would do, thank you, Donna. Normally I do a 3-minute break, but this gives us all a chance. Run downstairs, go get hydrated, go kiss your kids, go kiss your mom, or get something to eat. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes with Dan Feliciano and get his thoughts on the early preview access he has for Groove.ai. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, it's Mike Filsaime's AI Avatar. Thanks for tuning in to our Groovathon. We hope you're enjoying all of the great AI content we're serving up for you. But before we get back to the show, we've got a quick message about the Groove.ai backup project. So let me ask you this. Are you sick and tired of spending countless hours creating content for your website, social media, and email marketing campaigns? Do you struggle with writer's block and finding the right words to express your ideas, or blank page syndrome? Then you're going to love AI. It's the revolutionary tech that is in AI-powered content creation platforms that solve these problems and more. In fact, we used it for almost every content we used in this campaign, including the script for this video. But did you catch that problem? I said platforms. It's like this. Sadly, AI is becoming like streaming platforms. Remember when cutting the cord with cable companies was all the rage? Well, now there's a dozen streaming platforms, and the cost can add up quickly. The same is happening with AI. There are a lot of great platforms out there, but the cost can be as high as $4,000 a month or more to do what we've been doing in this promotion. And trust me, we will make 100 times the ROI. But why pay $4,000 a month when you could pay one time for AI and own it for life? Imagine this. What if you could have a lifetime deal on all of your streaming platforms for the price of just 1 month? Are you starting to see it? That's right. That's why we created Groove.ai. It's a backup project backed by people like you that later this year will provide you with the best AI solutions at a fraction of the cost. The question is not, will you be using AI? With Groove.ai, you can create unlimited high-quality engaging content in minutes, not hours. Whether you need headlines or great bullets, or website copy or funnel copy, landing page copy or webinar registration copy, or those email subject lines that get 3 times the open rates that you're getting right now. Or how about quality emails that get 2 times the click-through rates because they're not the same boring old emails? When it's easier, you're more productive. When it's better quality, you make more money. It's just like how we used AI in this campaign you're part of right now. We used it for our landing page, webinar registration page, copy on a replay page, and when we put AI-generated copy underneath the webinar replay video, it doubled our conversions. In fact, we used AI to get you onto this live stream. AI was used to create the script for this video that you're watching right now. And AI was used at our checkout page to get more than 1,500 people to back this project. People just like you. And when this campaign is over, in just a few days, that number will top over 3,000 backers. But the content won't stop there. You'll be able to use it for blog posts, social media captions, product descriptions, email newsletters, reports, books, articles, you name it. Groove.ai will have you covered. Plus, it'll have advanced features like keyword tools and SEO tools. So what does this mean for you? It means you can finally focus on growing your business and serving your customers instead of being stuck at your desk, struggling to come up with the perfect words. AI is like a calculator for words. It's literally like having the assistance of an all-knowing being to help you with anything that you need. With Groove.ai, you'll have more time, more creativity, and more peace of mind. But here's the thing. We need your help to take this product to the next level. And by backing our project, you'll not only get early access to Groove.ai, but you'll also get lifetime access to the platform for a one-time price instead of paying annually or monthly. Sidebar, Your Honor, here's a fun fact. We did the same thing, a backer project for Groove.cm. When we did that project, we started with a lifetime offer of just $1,397. And that's $500 more than you're going to be paying here today. But we didn't stop there. We kept telling people we were going to raise the price, and we did, to $1,497, then $1,997, then $2,497, and today it costs $3,997 to get lifetime access to the Groove.cm account. And people pay for it every day because people like lifetime deals. They're great. But we warned everyone with Groove.cm that the price was going to be going up. But some people love the punishment of paying more. But not you. You realize that this is the lowest price we will ever offer, and since it's a lifetime deal, you're strongly considering doing what over 500 people have already done. So why not join them? Want to know a little bit more about Groove.ai? Sure. Let's take a closer look at some of the key features of Groove.ai. Our platform uses AI to create engaging, high-converting copy in seconds. No more writer's block or endless hours copywriting. Let Groove.ai do all the heavy lifting for you. But that's just the beginning. With Groove.ai, you'll be able to create content at the speed of thought. When the software is released very soon, here are just some of the things you can do 10 times faster. Groove.ai features a chatbot assistant that integrates with ChatGPT. So it's not just a boring blog wizard, you're going to be able to craft it the way that you want. Let's not forget about our Chrome extension we're going to have. You can extend Groove.ai anywhere that you can type. Simply use the magic prompt and enter your wish. When you hit enter, Groove.ai will start typing whatever you requested wherever you requested it. This can be used to write copy anywhere for subject lines, inside your marketing email builder, in Gmail, or to write a blog with Grooveblog or WordPress, product descriptions in Shopify or GrooveCart, website and funnel copy, bullets, and so much more. It's literally Groove.ai content on the go. We will have a meeting and content summary. Just upload any audio or video and easily transcribe meetings or videos from multiple sources, including video conferencing apps like Zoom or any audio file you have. You can review a 1-hour meeting in just 5 minutes. With just one click, you can get access to your meeting's action items, tasks, questions, and other key metrics. You can get summaries and TLDRs at your fingertips. And weeks, months, or years later, you can search any text for any keyword from any meeting in your company with ease. But our most coveted feature is this. You'll be able to build landing pages and funnels in minutes with Groove.ai's magic website and funnel builder. You simply tell Groove about your business and it will build all of the pages, all of the copy, all of the images, title tags, and optimize it for SEO. And you can even export those pages to Groove pages. So say goodbye to the need for web development, design experience, or even a copywriter. When you're done, export them to Groove pages and Groove.cm to edit, publish, and save. And check this out for your company support. You're going to be able to train Groove.ai with your support articles from your current help desk, and then you can add a support AI widget to your site to do better support than even your best support agents. Yes, the future is here. You'll be able to quickly and easily generate high-quality images and graphics for your campaigns without the need of a professional designer, saving you time and money. Better images increase conversion rates. So here's what makes Groove.ai different. First, it consolidates all those other good but expensive AI companies into one, saving you money. Second is that you can use your own free API key that you get from OpenAI and Google. Unlike companies like Jasper.ai and Copy.ai, Groove.ai is not locked into only one AI company like OpenAI. Although OpenAI is the talk of the town right now with DALL-E for images, Whisper for voice to text and text to voice, ChatGPT, but recently Google just announced their API, and the AI wars are on. But we use them all, and this is going to allow us to be more expansive and flexible than the competition while offering a no-compromise solution, all at wholesale rates. You heard that right. With Groove.ai, we don't charge you for AI. Instead, you connect your free API with companies like Google, OpenAI, Stability.ai, and more. This means you don't pay monthly for AI you're not using. And since you're paying directly to the source and not us, you're saving 3 times to 6 times the retail markup compared to companies like Jasper.ai. The other guys charge you for monthly tokens even if you don't use them, and they don't offer rollover credits. Groove.ai can save you thousands per year compared to the other leading AI companies. And finally, what makes us different is Groove.ai is a marketplace. Yes, we're making a marketplace for other AI developers to create cool apps. Don't find the task or workflow for your needs? There's a marketplace where others are extending our platform with powerful AI tools. You've seen how marketplaces extend the value of technology with things like the Apple iPhone, Android, WordPress, Google Chrome, and Shopify. Groove.ai will allow AI developers to market their apps in our marketplace. The bottom line, that's better for you. But before we wrap up, we want to make a special offer to you. We need your help. As a thank you for supporting us and backing our project, we're offering a special lifetime deal for Groove.ai. That means you can get access to our groundbreaking AI platform later this year for a one-time payment of just $897 or just 2 payments of $497 instead of paying the regular price of $99 a month or $997 annually. Oh, and here's something special for all customers who back our project before we close. You'll get a massive bonus of 3.75 million words of free AI content. That's equivalent of getting 35,000 emails with 1,000 words each. That's right, it's a 1,000-word email every day for a century. Don't miss out on this incredible bonus. Act fast and become a backer of Groove.ai today. But don't wait too long. The lifetime deal is only available for a limited time. Once we close this backer project, the lifetime deal will be gone forever. After that, it will cost $99 a month or $997 a year. So if you want to take advantage of this incredible opportunity and save big on your AI needs, become a backer of Groove.ai today before it's too late. Don't wait. Join the community of over 1,500 people that have already backed this project and be the first to experience the power of AI when it's released later this year. Go to Groove.ai/backer right now. Groove.ai/backer. So now let's get back to the AI Week Groovathon with the real Mike Filsaime.
Now get ready for the power of Groove AI. Become a backer of Groove today.
And I'm back. I got to put my little AirPods in here. All right, let me make sure that we got everything connected. We do. Let me get my screen back in because I have to refresh my screen. All right, we're not going to pop my screen in. Dan Feliciano, give me a thumbs up if you are ready to go. Okay, here we go. And there's Dan. How you doing, Dan? Good to see
Mike,
you.
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, just to let everyone know, I just locked myself out of my office. So I'm on my cell phone in a different office, but good thing I took notes. But I hope you have your computer ready because I want to show you some things that I think are spectacular that you haven't demonstrated.
You got locked out of your office. Okay. No problem. So how you doing, man? Good to see you.
I'm doing fantastic, Mike. I'm just really excited to talk about what I've been able to do over the last few days and share that. As you know, I've been sharing a lot of content and blogs with our mastermind group, and it's been a lot of fun, especially using this new AI tool because it solves so many problems that I've had.
Oh yeah, so you're probably the most prolific person that I ever spoke to about ChatGPT that went down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah,
as much as I did, and I don't say that lightly. I say that because you were the one that showed me Chatbase. You were the one that showed me Latte.social. You kept popping in cutting edge things. So I'm like, okay, he's watching all the same videos as I am.
Yes.
He just watches some of them before I do and some that I wouldn't have watched.
Right.
And then I started seeing some of your output that you were doing with ChatGPT over the last, the last 6 months when you and I really went down the rabbit hole. And you actually started to in your world, in the political world and everything like that, started not only introducing it, but like wowing people and like actually elevating your career. One of the things I said yesterday, Dan, was that there are a lot of people that, so how do I say this without insulting anyone? But in the past, you might have had something like a real estate investor. And all of a sudden you saw they were promoting Bitcoin, and then they were promoting NFTs, and that's okay. I get it. They did the pivot. Maybe they were a Forex, person in the Forex market, all went to Bitcoin. So I get it. But when it comes to AI, I don't see that as, oh, they're chasing anything.
No.
I think that when I was talking with Kane Minkus, who was basically one of the world's most renowned international speakers, they're pivoting to AI, and they have no choice to. It's like a magnet that is being drawn to them. The more they do it, they're getting 12,000 people showing up at lives. He's speaking at Tony Robbins. Corporations are reaching out to him. He's like, oh my goodness, something is happening. We're throwing crazy numbers at the corporation. Yeah. We'll come down for 50 grand. And they're like, yeah, write the check. And then he comes in and he actually fulfills. So we're seeing AI go into the corporate world, and they're looking for people. And you, you jumped in and just ran with it. So talk to me a little bit about that.
So a couple of years ago, I got really interested.
And I'm just going to say this. Yeah. Excuse me, everyone. Yeah. I'm going to be eating a couple of little chicken nuggets. I'll try to hit the mute button while Dan's talking, but I got to get some calories in. Go ahead, Dan.
Number one, make sure you don't disparage Artie. My wife loves Artie. So I got involved in AI a couple of years ago, and where we actually had to write prompts and train it. And I was amazed at its capabilities. But even before that, I was a consultant in the strategy and change group at IBM. And I got into the big data group, and I was there to help them micro target clients. But I was there as a quant. I have no background in marketing and understanding marketing, except for the fact that I understand data and what to do with data, and understanding how we can build these incredible algorithms to solve problems. So as many of you probably don't know, but when I joined Mike's mastermind group, I recently spun out on my own, and I had a very poor website. I was an international consultant traveling all over the world. I had a poor website, had no traffic, no domain authority. So Mike's team was able to create this gorgeous website for my company. Yet I have no domain authority. How do you build domain authority? And I have a commoditized product. Drop a 1 in that chat window there if you have a commoditized product for the most part that you're trying to compete on. Also, drop a 1 in there if you have a domain authority score less than 50. Or your clients.
And Dan, Mike, they have about a 14-second delay before you'll actually see anything typed.
Okay. And this is probably, most of us are probably in that realm where, despite our backgrounds as independents, we have to fight for domain authority. And I decided I was going to pursue a lower cost strategy, which is content generation and trying these new AI models. Well, how long does it take you on average to develop a good ranking blog post, and how many steps are involved in it? I know if you're like me, it'll probably take you about 4 hours, and it takes 6 or 7 steps, and it's very time consuming, and there's a lot of work in it. Now, what happened is I took a look at Mike's app, and I've been trying to write a domain ranking article or a Google ranking article and jacking up that SEO score for this unusual pairing of data. The only way I'm going to get ranked on Google is by having fantastic content and talking about long-tailed keywords that no one else is. Now, in my industry, of course, I'm talking about AI automation with operational excellence. And as you go through, every business needs this. So I started looking at it and decided that I'm going to hijack any keyword phrase that had automation, AI, process, or operational excellence. So I started writing these blog posts. Now, they're ranking, and I'm getting traffic. I'm getting better traffic than to be expected. I'm trying not to do ads. I'm trying to do everything on a shoestring budget like many of you. So what I did is this article that I've been trying to rank for, Mike, on the weekend, I said, let me open up Groove. Let me open up Groove.ai and give it a shot. I put in my prompts. Now, you have to be a good prompt writer. And I'm going to talk a lot about hallucinations.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead and share your screen, Mike. Go ahead and show them the real data right there. There's no BS there, right? Because when I got all excited, I sent you and Donna the screen.
Let me pull that up.
Yeah.
And share this information you're saying right here.
Yeah, I sent you I sent you a post. I sent you and Donna an image of my
Okay.
SEO ranking.
I believe that's this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that is one of two images. Look right there. Now there's lots of tools out there that are going to help you understand your SEO ranking. Look where that blog post is. Now, folks, when I wrote that blog post, remember I told you I have a 6-step process and I use multiple tools. I opened up Groove.ai and I put in my typical prompts. I got that output. I popped it into this same app that you see right here that I have the score on, Mike, and I couldn't get a score greater than 32 or 33. And that was,
wow.
So I couldn't do that. So what I did is when I wrote my prompt, I said, let me just grab, I'm experimenting. I know, Mike, this isn't alpha. This is preview, whatever you call it.
Preview alpha for sure.
All right. So I took it and I popped it into my SEO ranker. And this is the score I got. No editing, no adding FAQs. I was just like, oh my freaking God, I can't believe this. Right.
So you ranked #1 with a score of 85.5, outranking Investopedia, which was 83.5, and previously you couldn't get higher than in the 30s.
In the mid 30s. Can you believe that? Now,
what's this other image here, right here? Did you
so that's the headline. I have lots of content generation apps that I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to use. And this is just the headline, the top of it, and that ranking score right there. You can see it's an 86. So that's the first thing. I wanted you to see that I wasn't messing around and that this is the actual data, the actual output. So, and the other screen actually shows you the sites that I was compared against to get that score. Investopedia, Mike. I outranked Investopedia without doing any editing. Right, this is just grabbing it right out of Groove.ai. So, but there's an art to this, and I think what I haven't heard you discuss is, can you flip back to Groove.ai for me, Mike?
Sure.
You know,
and by the way, that was Tom Beal, who now lives in St. Thomas, that just came up and grabbed me on my shoulder. You saw me go like this, and I had no idea that he was in town, and he just came in and surprised me. So maybe we'll bring him on the stream tomorrow. I don't know how long he's in town, but go ahead, Dan. Do you want me to start with a new project so we have a clean slate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Start with a new project.
All right. So we're going to just go back to the main dashboard. We're going to create a new project, and we're just going to call this Dan. All right.
Yep. We'll call it Dan. Now.
All right. So you tell me what to do and how you did this.
Let's talk a little. You've been talking a lot about AI, and let me tell you how I think about the diverging and converging nature of data. So when we are writing prompts and we're putting something into a chat window, initially we start broad and we try narrowing it down. I think we all agree on that. Anytime we enter a new prompt, there's a possibility that we are going to confuse ChatGPT, and it may start thinking about something differently. Think about it like the subconscious and the conscious mind, right? The subconscious is all knowing this, and the conscious mind is aware. The more data we enter, it has this recency effect where it's losing some of that older data. What I did, Mike, is I opened up 3 chat windows.
Okay.
And here is why. I opened up 3 chat windows because in one window, I was going to experiment with my prompt to ensure I got the right output. When I got the right, so think about that. Go ahead and open up several windows.
I got 3 right here. 1, 2, 3 preset for us. I'm going to open up 3 documents as well.
Nope, just one. No documents right now. We're not doing anything with documents right now. So let's be clear about why I'm doing this and why I think you need to talk about this. I can start to write prompts in each of these windows and maintain a thought of conscious, an independent thought of conscious. Every time I enter a prompt, I have the potential of confusing ChatGPT, and I don't want it to confuse my main window. So in one window, I said, explain to me datafication. Give me the keywords of datafication. How does datafication differ than digitalization? And there's a difference there. So one window was all about datafication. The other one was about analytics and Six Sigma. That's one of my things, right? All about Six Sigma. And what I started doing is grabbing the right prompts and putting it in my primary prompt window, because I did not want to confuse it. So once I got a good summary about what I believe datafication is and keywords, I put it in my primary prompt window. So think about that, right? Now, in that primary prompt window, I am going to ensure that everything that goes in that prompt window is going to be fantastic, that chat, that initial chat. Then I went into the Lean Six Sigma window and I said, give me that information. And then I moved that prompt over to my primary window. Any experimentation I did not do in that primary window. I want it to be laser-like focus. Think about this. We are looking.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I got to let you know. I think you're talking. I think over everybody's head right now. I believe, because I think you're talking over my head. I'm losing you a little bit here.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because I'm not looking at your actual work.
Got it.
But I'm starting to have a problem piecing some of it together when you're saying primary prompt window and things like that.
Can I help here? Can I help here? I just want to step in because I really like this idea, Dan, of having this like working space where you can get dirty and then another space that you keep clean.
Yes.
So maybe it would help, Mike, if you renamed the chats at the top and put one, like call one dirty and one clean.
Yep.
And the idea is, and they could be called anything. I'm just choosing the most like.
Okay. Well, one he called primary chat window, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to call this primary chat, and we'll call this, draft or dirty.
Draft 1 and draft 2. So how I did it in my documentation, I have researcher 1 and researcher 2. So I have my prompt and then my 2 research artists.
Okay. So let's use that researcher 2.
Yep.
And researcher 1. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So let's take a step back again. So again, I want to ensure that the chat window that I'm using to write my blog does not become doesn't start to hallucinate. So I'm doing all my experimentation with my prompts in the research 1 and research 2 window. Now, yep. So think about this, folks. You have scratch paper off to the right. You're writing on your scratch paper. That's my research 1 and 2. And then I'm moving into, because I haven't written my blog yet. I'm priming my blog. I'm bringing over the data from those research windows. So
can we create a preset in a blog and like give an example? Can we see what you did here? Unfortunately, folks, if you're just joining, or Dan got locked out of his office and he was going to be sharing his laptop and showing us his work, and he doesn't have it. So he's trying to conceptualize it. And we're going to try to rebuild sort of what he did over here.
Yep. So we're going to take a step back, right? So I have 3 windows, two windows, which are like scratch pads, so that if we all agree that I want to ensure that the primary blog window that I'm using, that primary chat,
chat, right? Yeah.
That primary chat does not get confused. I don't want it to be confused.
Gotcha.
I also have,
you're having separate context in these other chats here, and then you're gonna evaluate the differences and then work from there.
Exactly. So and then I moved. So as I did my research, I started moving the data over. Now, what does this do for me? This ensures that every open window, my research 1 and 2 windows, are on task. I'm not confusing them with putting in a wrong prompt. Every time we put a prompt in, we could screw it up. I think we agree on that. And then as I confirm that each prompt worked, I will put it in that main window that I'm writing that blog in, which is fantastic. So for instance, Mike, in that research 1 window, you could put in identify the keywords for datafication. And that's what, and the datafication is actually a term. So
Okay, Dan, I wanna ask here. Were you in, as you're seeing my screen, did you shut the presets off? Were you did you have were you talking, saying act like anyone? Because we're training everybody to go not to focus on the prompts and to let all the prompts happen here. I just want to find out, are you using the side panel here?
Absolutely. So let's talk about the side panel and how I set this up.
Yeah,
So,
let's start there first, so we kind of know what we're building here, and then how that's going to translate over here. Let's create a preset. Okay. What did you put in right here?
The first preset I had in there, because you have the ability for each independent chat to set that. It was an SEO expert.
Okay, gotcha. Anybody in the style of?
I picked up Patel.
Neil Patel. Okay. Your target audience?
My target audience is business people.
Okay, and the avatar?
I didn't select an avatar.
Let's do that because I wanted to train my people here. Business people, people in Japan are business people. People in 65-year-old corporate CEOs are business people, but people selling life insurance are business people. So let's narrow down the avatar to the people that you would expect to be reading that. Are they CEOs? Are they etc.? I'll let you do it here.
Operational excellence executives.
Excellence executives.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's what I selected.
U.S. market.
I left it just like that.
Okay, very good. Reading level. Where do we want to write for this?
Yeah, I had the reading level was high school. Even though I'm looking at executives, I put it at a high school level.
Exactly, as Donna said, it's about communication, right?
Absolutely.
All right, and so I'm going to save this as Dan.
Yep.
Dan's preset.
Yep.
All right, so now we've got that in here. Now at least we know who we're talking to, so we're going to put that here. Artie, I'm going to recommend that the latest preset go on the top, the most recent at the top, because as we start, having a lot of presets, et cetera, et cetera. All right, next you put. Did you do blog post?
Yep. So
or
I
you
did
left in a paragraph. Okay.
I did blog post. So Mike, I did. Then I created another preset, which I used was the scientist, the scientific.
Okay.
So
do you remember who that was?
No, I didn't. It was just I created I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was I called it Researcher One, and it was a fact-driven scientist and research.
Yeah. Just a little note for Artie, if you're watching, there's no drop down for scientific here. Let me see, academic writer.
Yep.
Yeah, so that one's missing for some reason. So we're just gonna. It doesn't have to do a style of somebody. And what was the target audience here? Same thing.
The same thing. So I left it as the same audience.
Okay, and what did we say here?
So it's going to operational excellence executives. So Mike, let's just take a step back. What we're doing, folks, is we're creating in each of these open chat windows, we're customizing it to do a specific task. And one of them is going to be writing a fabulous blog for us that's going to rank high SEO. And the other two are going to be like two research assistants independently researching a topic that we want to write about.
Okay, I couldn't choose scientific because there wasn't something in the drop down, so I just put normal, but this is demo right here. Donna, do you have something?
Yeah, so maybe at some point, Dan, you would change it from saying Researcher One to the topic that you have going on in that individual chat thread.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And the other thing I just want to let everybody know, Dan, I'm not sure if you know this, that if you have a preset, you can change anything in the preset temporarily and just click apply. And so it's applying it, but you don't have to save a preset. So it allows you to make a couple of little changes here on the fly as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Okay, so now
that I had my presets selected and I understood who was going to do the writing, Neil Patel was going to do the writing for me, I went ahead and in each of the research 1 and research 2, I assigned them a specific task. So the researcher 1 was to give me a summary analysis of datafication and keywords associated with datafication. And someone might ask, Dan, why are you doing this in a separate window? Because I want to keep this on task, and I want to ensure that the results that I get are going to be meaningful.
let's actually get the output and then break it down.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Dan. I know if I'm starting to see this as a little on the edge, I want to keep it visual for the people as we talk about it. So let's get the output first, and then let's break down the output. So so tell me what to type, what you would type here in which chat? In which chat?
In researcher 1, put in what is datafication.
And so write a blog post about datification.
I'm doing research at this time, not a blog post. Just
okay. So we're shutting this off.
Yeah, it works beautifully. Yep. Just put it. If you put that in the prompt.
Well, you want the blog format?
Not yet. It doesn't matter. Yep.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm sorry. To the left is text, right?
Yeah. So what I'm asking is, do you want the format so that it writes it as a blog post on or off?
Off.
Off. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right. And do you want the presets on?
I left the presets on. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. So what is datification? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So now we're in conversational mode.
Yep.
We're talking like, did I spell datification wrong? Datafication. Well,
it will find it. It's
okay. All right. So let's see what happens here. All right, so here we go. It gave us an output. Now, by the way, the presets were on, so it was writing to that target audience like Neil Patel.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. And then, so I reread it and I said, all right, does this make sense? Great. Then I said, give me keywords associated with datafication.
Give me keywords.
Yep.
Associated. Oh my goodness.
So for people that are trying to codify your system, the first question is you take a topic and you ask it what the topic is. So define the topic and then ask for keywords about that topic.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And so you can do that everywhere, folks.
Okay.
So I researched, I look at the keywords and I said, oh, these look interesting to me. Remember, I'm not an expert in datafication. So I'm happy with that content. So what I would do is I'd go into the blog window that I'm getting ready to write a blog in, and I enter that information as just background information. I'm priming the blog.
All right, so tell me how to do this. When you say blog window, do you mean primary chat?
The primary chat.
All right, yeah. So let's try to refer to that as primary chat. So now, what do I copy anything from here?
You can take all that context in there because there's a little copy button.
From both of them.
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open up my document file over here so that I can paste this here, and I'm just going to call this Scratchpad for right now.
Sure. Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to just send this over to the Scratchpad. Send this over to the Scratchpad at the bottom.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
And so now you're telling me to copy all of this information and go over to the primary chat.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Now, what do we do here?
I just pasted it right into that window.
Okay. So that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the call, guys, when we were talking about, dragging in what we call a reference document. Right now, we don't have that ability to do it like Claude. So we're just going to put in, I'm just going to put it in brackets right here. I always like to do that, but any large amount of data in brackets. So it kind of tells it that. Now, is that what you want to write the blog post on?
We're just going to enter it in there right now, and I just want to
Okay.
save it. But so now I know anything in that window is fairly good. It's going to be good.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, do I hit send?
Yep. Go ahead and send it.
Okay.
Yep.
So now we're writing a blog post based on this data.
It's the preliminary. We're going to update it in here in a second. Yep.
Okay. So, but I'm saying click blog post right here and hit send, right?
No. So I apologize, Mike. I'm not in front of my computer. I'm just entering the raw data into this window here. So it goes in as the text data.
So I think the confusion is ordinarily it would go with a command.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just remember this?
Yeah, I just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So shut the presets off.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't, it's being told to write a blog post in style of Neil Patel with a tone and style and all that, right? So right now we're just saying, remember this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I'm gonna just go down to the bottom here, and I'm gonna say, take note of all this, respond with okay, and sit idle.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So it responded with okay, and we've just trained it with that information. Got it.
So in that window right now, Mike, we have good data. It's not confused, and we're not going to confuse it at all. This is the data that we're going to move forward in. Now, in the second research window, I did the same thing. What I put in there, Mike, is I said, describe how Lean Six Sigma can benefit.
Okay, one second.
Yep.
All right. So now tell me which window do I go into? You said
We're going to go into the empty research window. I want to keep that on task. It should be
research of 2. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I put in there, describe how Lean Six Sigma can benefit from datafication.
Okay, describe how, and so Lean Six Sigma is a known, very well popular business framework that the language model would know, just like you would say a SWOT analysis, just so I'm letting everybody here know. Describe Lean Six Sigma, okay, and then what?
Describe how Lean Six Sigma can benefit from datafication.
All right, so everybody, just so you know, right now, and this whole time, we've been in research mode, shutting off all of the presets. All of this stuff doesn't matter. We got our presets and our format shut off. We're using this as typical ChatGPT. So this is important for everybody to understand, is that all of the benefits that you had with ChatGPT for all of the things that you used to do can still be done by shutting off the presets. And what Dan is doing right now is doing data gathering and research that we're going to take and then later go back and pop all of this information to use to actually generate output. So right now, this is regular ChatGPT mode. We're going to hit this, and we're getting output, Dan, that says Lean Six Sigma is a methodology, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we've gotten our information from standard right from ChatGPT.
Right. So, and Mike, let's think about the problem I was having. The problem I was having is I'm writing these very detailed blogs that take a lot of memory, and ChatGPT would get confused. I had no way. Think about how we use ChatGPT. I would have to go back and open and create a new ChatGPT window and copy and back and forth. So this
there was no project. Yeah, we let me just show that right here in one of my slides that we spoke about during the webinar, just to really drive that point home.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be right here, where we said the problems with ChatGPT, and that's this one right here. It's a disconnected workflow, right? Lacking integrated document creation means user must juggle between tabs and apps, shifting from Google Docs, starting new ChatGPT apps. It resets it, all these different things. So this was the problem you were having with ChatGPT, which is now being solved here with Groove.ai's Content Copilot. All right.
And Mike, I had the ability in ChatGPT, you only have the ability to set up one persona. I was able to set up 2 personas to do 2 different things, and I'm going to bring them back later. That is
And by personas, you mean these presets here, right? That we did.
Yeah.
We did the scientific one and we did the
Yeah.
Neil Patel one. Right. Gotcha.
That's huge because it really opens up my ability to do multiple things. And I've never seen anywhere else where I can do that.
Fantastic. All right. So Dan, we've got research 2. What did you do with all this content?
So what I did is I said, give me the keywords, identify the keywords.
For this again, right? So
Yes.
we're going to, okay. Give me the keywords. And by the way, I'm in ChatGPT mode, guys. I don't have any of my presets on or anything. Give me the keywords.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. And
associated.
Yep.
With
this post, with the
above information, with the above
content. Yep.
All right. So there we go. And we got our keywords.
So Mike, I copy and paste the output from researcher 2.
Okay. So we're going to do the same in the same document. I'm just going to create a new scratch pad.
Sure.
So that so we're going to do both of those things.
Yep.
We're going to go boom.
Yeah.
And boom. We're going to paste the keywords now.
Yep.
Okay. And now I'm going to go back. I'm going to copy all of this.
Yep.
And I'm going to go back to the primary chat.
Yep.
Okay. And before I do this, I want to let everybody know that basically now that I'm seeing what's going on is Dan basically took a couple of topics. He did some research and then he had it write some information about it. And that was the benefits, describe Lean Six Sigma, how Lean Six Sigma can benefit from datafication. And the other one, the beginning was, what is datafication? And then that information and those keywords he's using now in the primary chat. The other one was just these scratch pads. So he could say, hey, give me the benefits of this. Great. Thank you. Now give me the keywords. Cool. Now I'm going to go into my primary chat for these 2 topics and combine them. And so we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to double bracket, paste, double bracket, close. And I'm just going to say, process this means like, read it, learn it, right? Process this, then respond with quote, okay, and then sit idle, right? If you don't give it that prompt, what ChatGPT does is it's like, oh, thank you. It seems what you're talking about is all this stuff. So now we have primed this section here with all of this information. So we just created a reference right now for ChatGPT that it's storing. It's like, all right, man, I'm waiting for a command. Tell me what you want. A blog post, an email. Do you want an outline? I'm ready. It has all the information. So what do we do next?
Now we write the blog, Mike. So when the command that I used to write the blog, I said, write a blog with 8 H2 headings.
Okay, so let's do this.
Yeah.
We're going to use Dan's preset. Do you want to do it in the style of Neil Patel still?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
We can do it in Neil Patel.
Okay, very good. So that's done. We've got all of that stuff ready. We're going to do a blog post. I want the blog title, keywords, and the preview snippet. Did you choose a type of framework for the blog, or
no,
you just okay? So you left that normal.
Yep.
Okay. And did you choose any tone, style, goal, anything here? Not that
goal,
it matters.
Nope.
Yeah, the goal was.
This was all to be conversational and informational, right?
Okay, so I'm going to choose SEO is the goal.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to use a conversational style and a tone. We want to be
professional,
professional and informative. Let me see if we have anything like that anywhere here. Informative. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Now, Dan, we've got this thing called Markdown WYSIWYG, which will automatically do the H1 and all that stuff for us. And I'm going to now optimize it for SEO.
Yep.
And I'm just going to say, use the above information as a reference doc for this blog post. All right, so there we go. We're good. I'm just going to turn the presets on and the format on and execute. And look at this. All right.
So Mike, this output that I took, so it's generating the output. Think about the problem. Now, I'm not sure how many people are writing SEO content. Remember, my problem is I have a commoditized market. I have low domain authority. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I wanted to write blogs, but it took me 4 hours to write a blog. And I had to use literally 6 apps to get, and I use Groove, the Groove blog app. So now I had to take it. And if Dave Lemon's listening, he's going to kill me. I would copy and paste the output into Groove rather than import it like Dave taught me.
All right, so I'm just doing some little things here just to show off the little document editor here. I'm going to put the keywords. I'm going to click this little thing here called code and look at that. So I realize that it's really not part of the document, but my keywords are there. I might even just stick that up like above. Let me hit Control Z. I'm going to move this up here. Those are the keywords, and then everything else is really the document. Here's my my title. All right, I'm going to H1 this baby up like that. Now the preview snippet, I'm just going to highlight this so that my team knows that, hey, this is not necessarily part of the blog. This is like the section that goes in the preview snippet. Let's just give a little education here, Dan, just real quick. I'm going to go to Groove.ai. Actually, I'm going to go to Groove.cm.
Yep.
/blog. And the preview snippet, folks, is this stuff that you're seeing right here. Unlock the secrets of crafting, right? So here's the blog title. Here's the preview snippet. But watch what happens when I click into the blog. You don't see the preview snippet anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? It's the preview snippet, I want you to realize, is clickbait on the front of the blog page to get people to click, right? It's like an extended subject line that you don't have to read again once we get to the blog. Because the blog might say, often in life, you're talking, before you even make a point. One is, figuring out the best way to do things. That's, if you had that as your preview snippet, people are going to be like, I don't, what is going on? So now if you were going to go and create a blog post in Groove Blog or WordPress, you would, in your blog post that you're editing, so here's my blog. Okay, I'm going to go here, and Donna, is that the excerpt, the preview snippet?
Yes. Yes, it
blog?
is.
Yeah. So you would, David Lemon, if you're watching, maybe we'll put in parentheses here, preview snippet as well, because that's what we're calling it there. So, and then you would just literally paste that information, this stuff right here, copy and paste it in here. And then your blog post would be written like this. Okay. I don't need the title. So let me actually get rid of that. We don't need that like that. That was just a label. So we would put our title right here. Boom. Just like that. We don't need this image because this is a demo post. Get rid of all this other junk. And we would take all of this.
Copy and paste.
Look at this. In today's fast-paced business, right? That's what I was saying. Often in life, right? And so, so right here, and look at this, in italics, related keywords. I'm just going to paste all of this stuff in here. It looks like a beautiful blog post. And look at that. Format ready. I hit publish, and my blog is done, just like that. Okay. My keywords. I didn't put enough stuff here. Maybe my previous snippet is a little bit too long, but you kind of get the point. I should have actually taken all of these keywords that were here. Let's see if I could copy them like this and just paste them, right? We need our keywords. I got to choose a category like that, and we publish, and there we go. I published my my blog, and if we preview it, boom, 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 boom. Let's see.
You had a beautiful blog post.
Exit. Well, whatever. The preview didn't work, but we get the point. We get the point. That's just me probably missing something here or something that I got to do. But you can see how quick you can write a blog post here, guys, with your content copilot helping you organize your information here. And Dan, now obviously we didn't read this, but what we're taking from you is the fact that you created, I'm going to move the primary chat, the primary chat could have been to the right, but here you go. You've got researcher one, right? What is datafication? You got this information and the keywords. Then you did it for how can Six Sigma benefit from datafication. You got those two things. You could have added even more things, right? If you wanted to combine more information. The bottom line was you took all of that information, dumped it into a scratch pad over here, and then scratch pad number 2. And then we went to the primary chat that we were creating for the blog, right? And we dumped all of that information that we did in our research with the keywords.
Hey, Mike, I think I lost you.
I'm still here. I think let's mute Dan. Dan, can you hear me? I'm gonna tell him we hear you. We hear you, and I am good. All right, Dan, you don't hear me, huh?
All right.
Let's. Dan, do you hear me?
Okay, so if you can hear me, no, I don't.
All right, let's take Dan out. We're gonna boot Dan. All right, and we're gonna shoot him a text message to let him know. He walked from one room to another, and what happened was his Wi-Fi kicked him, and he's trying to get back in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Those things happen, but we will communicate with Dan separately. And now, going back, Dan's stuff was brilliant. So, folks, I appreciate you letting me bring Dan on, who is basically a genius with this stuff. And understand he didn't have his laptop. It happened 2 minutes before he got on, literally locked himself out of the office. And he's trying to get all of this stuff that was in his head through his mobile phone without any visuals. And so it threw him off a little bit. However, what he showed us got him ranked. We're gonna, Dan, can you hear me now? All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
All right. Dan, if you hear me, I threw you out. You're in the stream twice. So your phone and your laptop are both sending audio. So you've got to shut the phone off. Test. All right. Yeah, you're in the stream twice. I'm going to boot the other one. Kick from studio. I'm just going to kick you out. All right, Dan, we're good now.
All right. So I apologize for that, folks. I didn't have my computer in front of me. Let me just, Mike, I just want to reiterate what I don't think I've heard you say and the benefit. My problem is I need to write blogs and I can't use ChatGPT because I'm constantly flipping and flopping back and forth. And I need to have different personas to help me, right? Mm-hmm. And those are those preset conditions that you have. I also had a problem where you can see my blogs can get confusing. They would hallucinate. When I saw the ability to create multiple chats like you have here, I almost died because I knew I can stay on task and focused on what it is that we're actually doing. I could reduce the hallucination. I could reduce the number of steps. I can create a repeatable process, and I could format my data within one window. Instead of going through, Mike, I'm literally using 4 or 5 apps to create a blog post that scored a 33.
That scored a 33. That's the takeaway.
Yes.
This workflow allowed you to create something and keep it in your head with a workflow that was able to simply pop something, and you didn't know what was going to happen. And now the magic of the workflow combined with the presets, writing like Neil Patel to the right audience, and then simply clicking blog post and hitting submit. It did the rest of the magic with the built-in seasoning packet that we have in the background that writes these great blog posts for you with the proper H1, H2 keywords. It's optimized for SEO, as we see down here, optimized for SEO. Our goal was SEO as well. And it wrote in a conversational style, in a professional and informative tone. I think what was the informative style. And all of this information, when we were said and done, we were able to basically put into a blog post on WordPress, group blog, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. And then you submitted that article, and then it got ranked. And as we see right here,
Mike, open up the picture I showed you. That is, you did more editing than I did, right?
So
After
this
I
is
got
prior.
this, yep.
Yeah, this is prior. 3211 was the score, right? Oh no, I'm sorry.
This is
86. Okay, that's not prior. This is it right here. And then
Yeah.
you ranked it here. This is the one that you were saying.
Yep.
You ranked 85.5, and you outranked Investopedia on these articles that have been written for years already.
And Mike, think about this as well. Going forward, I don't have to mess around and change the voice type and stuff like that. I have that set. So
You have that project
forward,
set. Yeah, it's set.
It's going to be a consistent voice, a consistent output that is, I don't have to worry about sounding differently. And we know consistency matters. So again, this here saved me. So I don't even want to tell you how many minutes it took me to do it. It took us 3 times longer because I already had the idea of the keywords, and I just was able to move them around and plop them in and rank. Mike, that's an 86. How many times do you write a blog in any any topic and get an 86? You have to do a lot. I dare someone on the call, if you got an 86 out of the gate on your first blog without editing it, drop a 1 in that chat window.
Without editing, right? So let me ask you this, Dan. When you finally hit the refresh button and it displayed that score of 86, what was your immediate reaction?
I ran upstairs and I told my wife, I can't believe because
I know Carol,
this is serious, Mike.
I can imagine how excited.
Yeah, so I ran upstairs and I told my wife, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said that Mike doesn't even like to call it an alpha preview. I've been trying to get a score greater than 33, and right out of the gate, I get an 86. She goes, what are you going to do? I said, it's already posted on my blog. I ran out. It has a different title, but because it's AI and I posted it, and it's already on LinkedIn, it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's out there.
So we have a user that says, hey, with Researcher 1 and Researcher 2, did Dan create a persona for them? If so, where did you save the details? No, he didn't. He just used a generic chat to create that information, which is fine because all you need is generic raw data. It's almost like metadata. Then you took Researcher 1 and fed it to ChatGPT and said, hang out a second, I got more coming. Then you redid it again on a slightly different topic, combining the two for Researcher 2, got information and keywords, and then added that to the primary chat. And then, again, it didn't need any of the persona or information for that, because then once it had that raw metadata that was created in those 2 documents, then Dan said, okay, now in the style of Neil Patel as an SEO blogger, optimize this for SEO, write in this top, blah, 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 write me a blog post based on the research document above, which you primed it with. Boom, you got information that now it knows keyword density, it knows all of this stuff. You post it up and it's like, yep. Pretty good job for a draft, 86. Where you were struggling with 30s before using ChatGPT?
So, Mike, you're gonna laugh. I used Google, and then I used ChatGPT with the add-in. I forget the web and then I put it in Playground and expand the article in Playground, and then I take it from there and put it in.
When you say Playground, when Dan says Playground, he means the developer kit that we have at platform.ai. When he says Playground, he was messing around with all this complicated developer tech, trying to get it done previously.
Yep. So I would put it in here, and there's an art to it, and then I would have to take it and put it in an app called Markdown to HTML to get it in a format that I can post.
Which we're doing automatically with a click of a button. Yeah.
So it saved me a bunch of time, and I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps. If you're not getting goosebumps, you don't have an appreciation for writing content like this, because I'm afraid to write. So you start thinking about this academically. You keep talking about marketers and stuff like that. I'm looking at this academic research. This is fantastic. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, holy cow.
You hate to write. You're like me. Like I consider myself pretty smart in certain things when it comes to marketing. Dare I say, brilliant in some areas where people want to come to me to figure out how to really craft an offer and frame it, like really position it. And whenever it came to copywriting for me, like get me a plane ticket to Fiji. I need three weeks, with nobody bothering me, and I guarantee for the first 2 weeks I'm going to be vacationing, going, I really need to get started. Like, and I'm going to write it all in the following the last 2 days. And as I always say, what came out was brilliant caveman copy. Yeah. It was brilliant caveman copy. And when I would give it to Donna and say, what do you think? Yeah. She'd be like, it's really good, but you got to give me a week to make to clean it up. And I'm like, but she's like, yeah, but you made the point at one point, Mike, but you went on for like, a page and a half and the point was made. So let me clean it up. And so I can understand what's going to make a good offer. I can get the skeleton of it out. For me to put all of the paint and the bells and the whistles and all that, it's a 3-week process for me. I can do it now in 30 minutes. And it's better than it used to be. And I can do 9 other things at the same time. And so I equate that, Dan, to, if you know anything about Albert Einstein, Albert Einstein loved thought experiments. Most of the things that he came up with were just these thought experiments. And then when he went to have to prove them, his first wife, it's why when he got the Nobel Prize, he gave her all the money, part of a divorce and all these different things that he promised her. But basically she wrote, she was the brains behind the actual writing of his papers and a lot of the math. And then over the years, he used to have to work tirelessly on chalkboards trying to get the math out. And there were people that were going to prove his theories before him because they were mathematicians. Einstein wasn't, but he was obviously a genius with math. But he friggin' hated it. Could you imagine had you said to Albert Einstein, hey, here's a scientific calculator. Now go do anything that you want. Like what could have happened with him? And that's how I feel for you and for me, is that we're finally able to express ourselves now with Groove.ai and codify all this work into and getting the results that you're getting.
Mark, and let's think about the problem. When we saw ChatGPT, Mike, when you and I first started geeking out over this, we thought it was the bomb, right? We can do a lot of things. And then I quickly ran into the hallucination problem, the word limit problem, the problem of
token length.
The token. Yeah. And then, I know there's this diverging and I call it the diverging and converging nature of thinking. And I wanted it to stay on task. And every time I entered a new prompt, and if I screwed it up, I added to the distraction. Now I don't have to worry about that now, Mike. I can have the separate windows, because what I'm doing is I'm combining topics that haven't been combined before, and I can do my research, and it has a consistent voice that I selected. It has a consistent output that I selected.
And now when you go back to that project to write another blog every week for the next 52 weeks, it's going to look like the same author wrote it, because technically it's you, the same author, and you have a persona style that's going to stay consistent. When you do that with a ChatGPT prompt and you open up a new prompt, it's not going to remember any of that.
And Mike, every time I go to a different app or window, I can screw up the text by copying and pasting. This eliminates many of the steps and eliminates a lot of the opportunity for error. And I'm not sure everyone's appreciating the consistency that we have here and how we can move forward and do all sorts of things.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to have you do, Dan?
What's that?
I'm going to have you go here. You're going to go to platform.openai, click on this little model here for complete, click right here and talk about your testimonial. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally put that into Groove.ai and say, give me a testimonial for Dan, and it's going to rewrite your entire thing, and I'm going to put you on the front page of Groove.ai as a testimonial.
And this is just the you know, I know you're running out of time. I can talk for I have enough content about what I've been doing over the last few days for another 2 or 3 hours.
Well, we'll bring you back on next week, Dan. Definitely. So get some more case studies for us, and maybe 1 week from today, next Tuesday, we'll bring you back on. Maybe we'll spend about another 60 or 90 minutes with you with some of the new stuff that you have.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, I want to thank you very much for coming on today. I can tell you're chomping at the bit to give more information. So get that ready for us. We're gonna bring you back in exactly 7 days. So Dan, I want to thank you very much. Say hi to Carol for us.
I will.
And we'll see you at the next mastermind.
Ciao.
All right, thanks. Take care. All right, Dan is one of our mastermind members as well, and that's where we geek out on AI. And you know, yesterday while we were doing the live stream, we had Amanda on, and Dan was like, "Boom, look at this results case study." And I just typed to him and said, "Hey, do you want to come on tomorrow to show that?" And as he said, you know, got locked out of his office as he's about to get on. So, you know, kind of threw him off a little bit. But once we figured out, okay, here's basically the premise of what's happening. He tried to do this before. He was creating a makeshift workflow and was getting 33 out of 100 with those results, trying to crack the code. And now he's like, all right, I kind of understand this. There's the engine ChatGPT is behind this, but now I've got a new workflow and a new persona that I can add to this. He creates a research document on a topic and asks for keywords, and then he takes that and he creates a slightly different approach to it. You know, what are the benefits of these two? And combines the two together and says, okay, ChatGPT, now use Groove.ai's presets and for a blog output for all this. Hits boom. Throws it up on his blog, has no idea what he's going to do, checks his score, and that score was with a semantic SEO score that we see right here. And suddenly he gets an 85.5 or aggregate score 86 out of 100 there. And so that's some pretty impressive stuff. So we want to thank Dan for coming in and showing us that. Some of you are like, once it finally kicked in, hey, is there going to be a replay of this so that, you know, here this person saying, are these sessions being recorded so I can replay? Because when it finally kicked in, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to be able to rank properly here. You know, somebody says, please bring him back. Thank you, Dan. That was amazing. Some of you noticed something, and I'm going to just get this out there. David Lemon's not in the background anymore. Hopefully he's listening. If not, Donna, maybe we could tell him. Donna, you saw that the person brought up, you know, a good point. It's something that I realized as well, is that when you paste data in with commas here, let's just go full screen. It'll be a little bit easier to see. Wrong one. When you paste any data in here with comma, we should recognize the comma separated for the keywords and then create separate keywords. Because if we do something like this, and if we put in, these are, whoops, what the heck did I just do there?
Yeah, I agree. It should recognize those commas as separations. Because no one wants to type every keyword in and hit
right. Yeah. And that's happened to me in the past. I'm trying to just do this, just get a clean. Yeah. Okay. So if we look at a text file and let's create a new one, slide this over here, make the output big. If we do this, here's our, it's comma separate. It should detect the comma because in our Groove blog, you got to do it one at a time because it looks at this as one tag. Right. Yeah. And so somebody pointed that out. Yeah, I noticed that in the past, and we'll get that optimized there as well. All right, everybody. So that wraps up today's session. Tomorrow we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna pull out some news videos. So I think what's gonna happen tomorrow is we're gonna do we're gonna open up with an hour of some fun AI news, you know, things that are happening in AI. Because you can use Groove.ai along with these workflows I'm going to show you tomorrow for some really cool opportunities. Then we're gonna do a little demo of Groove.ai, and then we're gonna close out tomorrow with Felicia Pega. She's going to be a guest here. She got a preview demo of Groove.ai. We're just going to ask her how she's going to use it in her workflow for her company and what she thinks of it so far. Lots of good training tomorrow. What you want to do right now, you've seen the commercials. We're going to roll out with a 10-minute commercial as well with everything. But go to Groove.ai. Watch the. You've seen the demo. At this point, just go ahead and get your lifetime access, because here's why. You're getting the version that gives you unlimited knowledge bases, unlimited presets and personas, and unlimited collaborators that you can invite into the platform. That's selling at $4.99 a month starting September 1st. Okay. But until August 31st at midnight, you could get this for just one payment of $8.97, two payments of $4.97, or as we see here, just $8.97, $4.97. And remember, if you're just joining us late, you can find our secret hidden happy hour pricing plan. You go underneath where it says complete purchase here, and you click right here where it says looking for happy hour, and then this little secret widget comes up where you could get it at the same price, but just over 4 payments. Just 4 easy payments of $250. And you will get Groove.ai, and you'll have the lifetime backer deal. So your choice: 4 payments of $250, 2 payments of $4.97, or just get it over with. Like 70% of our people are like, I don't want any chances of my kids using my credit card an hour before the billing is going to go through. I get an overdraft, and now I don't get access to my software. Right? If you want to lock it in, your choice. Pay in full, save $100, go with the $8.97. And then if you want to partner with us and get one of the 1,000 partner white labels where we split the profits 50-50, but we give you your own brand website, your own, this is going to run on your own company. You come up with a name like reallycool.ai or something like that, and you will have your own version of Groove.ai to sell. We'll collect the money, we'll pay you monthly. We'll split the profits 50-50. Just 100 customers is going to get you 10 grand a month. Getting 100 customers is not easy for some people and very easy for others. I don't know who's going to be doing that. I don't want your $4.97, but I want serious a month for the white label. We want serious partners. Honestly, I'd rather have somebody that doesn't pay me anything and gets me 300 customers than have somebody that doesn't get me any customers and pays me $4.97 a month. So we're looking for real partners. Like what I did with Click Designs, I created Groove Designer Pro, and we bring in $25,000 a month in revenue that we split with that company. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do anything as spectacular as that. You might do more. You'll likely do less. But again, over the next couple of years, you bring in just 15 customers, in maybe your first few months. Because how are you going to do it? You could advertise and put it on social media, create your own incorporated company, LLC, whatever the case is. 15 times 100 will bring you $1,500 minus your cost of $4.97 to have your own software company. If you look at that as being expensive, then your fear is you can't get enough customers, and that I get. But anybody in the world, I showed this to, I don't want to say the names, so they said, I'm going to stop developing my AI company, Mike, and I'm just going to sell this to my clients. Because if you wanted a Subway franchise, you're going to pay $250,000. And that's one of the cheapest franchises to get. Then you've got to pay $3,000 a month for rent, and then you've got employees. I handle the employees. I handle the development. We handle all of the customer support, the payments, the process, the refunds. We build your marketing website for you, your funnels. We create the video for you. We do it all for you. All you got to do is, it's like being an affiliate that you own the company with me. Okay. And so no payments for that. So check that box on the way out. All right. It's no payments for 5 months because we released the white label in January. All right. That's when we get, right now you're going to be getting access if you back this project on September 5th as early access beta. Right now we're in preview alpha. Early access betas next Tuesday. We start giving them out, but between Tuesday and Friday, you'll have your backer copy.
Then in January is when the software is fully released, where we can start, selling it as partners. You have your own white label version of this. If you have any questions about what the white label is, go to the FAQ. Every question you could possibly have is there. Tick that box. You're not going to pay anything. You could cancel in a few months if you feel that you made the wrong decision. The backer program comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you have any questions, read the FAQ. There is a demo here that explains the white label. There's a video here that does a full demo of the software. And then there's a webinar, which if you haven't seen it, it's the first half, all of this stuff, is very slide driven. I really think some of the best part of this webinar, Donna absolutely loved it, is this part of the webinar here from 34 minutes right over here at 36 minutes. Go to that and watch what is a large language model. The 4 squares of a language model is just, blowing people away. They're like, oh, I finally understand what's happening. I don't know if Dan saw that, but what we call the Lenny problem, it's hard to see right there. It says Lenny. It's like Lenny from Memento, okay, is what ChatGPT is. So go ahead, go to Groove.ai right now, and it's going to redirect you to this page. You can go to Groove.ai/backer. All pages lead to Rome here. They all go here. Okay. And you'll have everything that you need. And if you're already backed the project and you're like, whoa, wait a second, I just heard about this white label. If you're already a backer, just go to Groove.ai/white label and you could sign up. Just put your credit card in. We're not even going to charge you for 5 months. Okay. No payments for 5 months. You start making payments in January, $4.97 a month. All your white label questions are here. We're going to take you out now with a 10-minute video commercial. If you know everything you need to know, just go to Groove.ai. If you already bought it, you can close this tab. There'll be nothing else for you to learn. And if you want to learn more about Groove.ai, you can watch this commercial. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Peace. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Hi, it's Mike Filsaime's AI Avatar. Thanks for tuning in to our Groovathon. We hope you're enjoying all of the great AI content we're serving up for you. But before we get back to the show, we've got a quick message about the Groove.ai backer project. So let me ask you this. Are you sick and tired of spending countless hours creating content for your website, social media, and email marketing campaigns? Do you struggle with writer's block and finding the right words to express your ideas, or blank page syndrome? Then you're going to love AI. It's the revolutionary tech that is in AI-powered content creation platforms that solve these problems and more. In fact, we used it for almost every content we used in this campaign, including the script for this video. But did you catch that problem? I said platforms. It's like this. Sadly, AI is becoming like streaming platforms. Remember when cutting the cord with cable companies was all the rage? Well, now there's a dozen streaming platforms, and the cost can add up quickly. The same is happening with AI. There are a lot of great platforms out there, but the cost can be as high as $4,000 a month or more to do what we've been doing in this promotion. And trust me, we will make 100 times the ROI. But why pay $4,000 a month when you could pay one time for AI and own it for life? Imagine this. What if you could have a lifetime deal on all of your streaming platforms for the price of just 1 month? Are you starting to see it? That's right. That's why we created Groove.ai. It's a backer project backed by people like you that later this year will provide you with the best AI solutions at a fraction of the cost. The question is not, will you be using AI? With Groove.ai, you can create unlimited high-quality engaging content in minutes, not hours. Whether you need headlines or great bullets, or website copy or funnel copy, landing page copy or webinar registration copy, or those email subject lines that get 3 times the open rates that you're getting right now. Or how about quality emails that get 2 times the click-through rates because they're not the same boring old emails? When it's easier, you're more productive. When it's better quality, you make more money. It's just like how we used AI in this campaign you're part of right now. We used it for our landing page, webinar registration page, copy on a replay page, and when we put AI-generated copy underneath the webinar replay video, it doubled our conversions. In fact, we used AI to get you onto this live stream. AI was used to create the script for this video that you're watching right now. And AI was used at our checkout page to get more than 1,500 people to back this project. People just like you. And when this campaign is over, in just a few days, that number will top over 3,000 backers. But the content won't stop there. You'll be able to use it for blog posts, social media captions, product descriptions, email newsletters, reports, books, articles, you name it. Groove.ai will have you covered. Plus, it'll have advanced features like keyword tools and SEO tools. So what does this mean for you? It means you can finally focus on growing your business and serving your customers instead of being stuck at your desk, struggling to come up with the perfect words. AI is like a calculator for words. It's literally like having the assistance of an all-knowing being to help you with anything that you need. With Groove.ai, you'll have more time, more creativity, and more peace of mind. But here's the thing. We need your help to take this product to the next level. And by backing our project, you'll not only get early access to Groove.ai, but you'll also get lifetime access to the platform for a one-time price instead of paying annually or monthly. Sidebar, Your Honor, here's a fun fact. We did the same thing, a backer project for Groove.cm. When we did that project, we started with a lifetime offer of just $1,397. And that's $500 more than you're going to be paying here today. But we didn't stop there. We kept telling people we were going to raise the price, and we did, to $1,497, then $1,997, then $2,497, and today it costs $3,997 to get lifetime access to the Groove.cm account. And people pay for it every day because people like lifetime deals. They're great. But we warned everyone with Groove.cm that the price was going to be going up. But some people love the punishment of paying more. But not you. You realize that this is the lowest price we will ever offer, and since it's a lifetime deal, you're strongly considering doing what over 500 people have already done. So why not join them? Want to know a little bit more about Groove.ai? Sure. Let's take a closer look at some of the key features of Groove.ai. Our platform uses AI to create engaging, high-converting copy in seconds. No more writer's block or endless hours copywriting. Let Groove.ai do all the heavy lifting for you. But that's just the beginning. With Groove.ai, you'll be able to create content at the speed of thought. When the software is released very soon, here are just some of the things you can do 10 times faster. Groove.ai features a chatbot assistant that integrates with ChatGPT. So it's not just a boring blog wizard, you're going to be able to craft it the way that you want. Let's not forget about our Chrome extension we're going to have. You can extend Groove.ai anywhere that you can type. Simply use the magic prompt and enter your wish. When you hit enter, Groove.ai will start typing whatever you requested wherever you requested it. This can be used to write copy anywhere for subject lines, inside your marketing email builder, in Gmail, or to write a blog with Grooveblog or WordPress, product descriptions in Shopify or GrooveCart, website and funnel copy, bullets, and so much more. It's literally Groove.ai content on the go. We will have a meeting and content summary. Just upload any audio or video and easily transcribe meetings or videos from multiple sources, including video conferencing apps like Zoom or any audio file you have. You can review a 1-hour meeting in just 5 minutes. With just one click, you can get access to your meeting's action items, tasks, questions, and other key metrics. You can get summaries and TLDRs at your fingertips. And weeks, months, or years later, you can search any text for any keyword from any meeting in your company with ease. But our most coveted feature is this. You'll be able to build landing pages and funnels in minutes with Groove.ai's magic website and funnel builder. You simply tell Groove about your business and it will build all of the pages, all of the copy, all of the images, title tags, and optimize it for SEO. And you can even export those pages to Groove pages. So say goodbye to the need for web development, design experience, or even a copywriter. When you're done, export them to Groove pages and Groove.cm to edit, publish, and save. And check this out for your company support. You're going to be able to train Groove.ai with your support articles from your current help desk, and then you can add a support AI widget to your site to do better support than even your best support agents. Yes, the future is here. You'll be able to quickly and easily generate high-quality images and graphics for your campaigns without the need of a professional designer, saving you time and money. Better images increase conversion rates. So here's what makes Groove.ai different. First, it consolidates all those other good but expensive AI companies into one, saving you money. Second is that you can use your own free API key that you get from OpenAI and Google. Unlike companies like Jasper.ai and Copy.ai, Groove.ai is not locked into only one AI company like OpenAI. Although OpenAI is the talk of the town right now with DALL-E for images, Whisper for voice to text and text to voice, ChatGPT, but recently Google just announced their API, and the AI wars are on. But we use them all, and this is going to allow allow us to be more expansive and flexible than the competition while offering a no-compromise solution, all at wholesale rates. You heard that right. With Groove.ai, we don't charge you for AI. Instead, you connect your free API with companies like Google, OpenAI, Stability.ai, and more. This means you don't pay monthly for AI you're not using. And since you're paying directly to the source and not us, you're saving 3 times to 6 times the retail markup compared to companies like Jasper.ai. The other guys charge you for monthly tokens even if you don't use them. And they don't offer rollover credits. Groove.ai can save you thousands per year compared to the other leading AI companies. And finally, what makes us different is Groove.ai is a marketplace. Yes, we're making a marketplace for other AI developers to create cool apps. Don't find a task or workflow for your needs? There's a marketplace where others are extending our platform with powerful AI tools. You've seen how marketplaces extend the value of technology with things like the Apple iPhone, Android, WordPress, Google Chrome, and Shopify. Groove.ai will allow AI developers to market their apps in our marketplace. The bottom line, that's better for you. But before we wrap up, we want to make a special offer to you. We need your help. As a thank you for supporting us and backing our project, we're offering a special lifetime deal for Groove.ai. That means you can get access to our groundbreaking AI platform later this year for a one-time payment of just $897 or just 2 payments of $497 instead of paying the regular price of $99 a month or $997 annually. Oh, and here's something special for all customers who back our project before we close. You'll get a massive bonus of 3.75 million words of free AI content. That's equivalent of getting 35,000 emails with 1,000 words each. That's right, it's a 1,000-word email every day for a century. Don't miss out on this incredible bonus. Act fast and become a backer of Groove.ai today. But don't wait too long. The lifetime deal is only available for a limited time. Once we close this backer project, the lifetime deal will be gone forever. After that, it will cost $99 a month or $997 a year. So if you want to take advantage of this incredible opportunity and save big on your AI needs, become a backer of Groove.ai today before it's too late. Don't wait. Join the community of over 1,500 people that have already backed this project and be the first to experience the power of AI when it's released later this year. Go to Groove.ai/backer right now. Groove.ai/backer. So now let's get back to the AI Week Groovathon with the real Mike Filsaime.
Now get ready for the power of Groove.ai. Become